What is up, everybody?
Hey.
Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's doing better than me. I am getting over a little something over here on this end. But yeah, happy to see you guys tonight.
Not like
nothing major.
The Rona. Just
no, nothing major.
Josh is a wuss when it comes to being sick.
Well, that's true. But I had some sinus issues. And so then I did a sinus rinse. And that jacked me up. Like, I don't know what I did. I've done them before. But the last 2 times now, Aaron has reminded me that I've done them. They have really messed me up, and I had a completely sleepless night last night. So yeah. I'm here. We're here. We made it.
We're ready.
We're ready. We're ready to talk about our favorites of 2022.
Yeah.
Our biggest hits, our biggest misses, not ours personally, but in our opinion, the industry's biggest hits and misses that we were able to experience ourselves.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about some of the things that were the most, or the things that we enjoyed the most that might not be on the top 10 list for 2022 because they might not be a 2022 specific item, or they may have been, for one reason or another, maybe the value's not quite off. And then we're going to do our top 10 on the second half of this live stream. So we'll roll through those, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we're happy to see you guys here. Welcome. If you're here, be sure to hit the like button. That'll help get this out to some more people. But let's say hey to some people in chat.
We've got a lot of people here.
Yeah, you guys were here early.
Yeah.
Travis Robeson's here first thing, and he was here today dropping off stuff when I was in bed trying to get rest.
Josh was sleeping.
So Travis dropped some stuff off. Man, thank you for that so much. Steven's here. Michael S. is here. The bourbon engineer himself is here. WJK. Man, I just gave him a wrench too, and now he's talking about the Jags win and the Titans lose. Might have to work something out with that. But
I just got a text message because I have a friend.
Okay.
Thank you, friend. I see you. I got you.
Troy and Lisa are here. Eric David Gunderson, the man with 3 names, is here.
Yes.
I can't see the rest of the chat. Aaron has to roll it up.
Troy and Lisa. Tool, did you say that?
Yep. Brian's
here. Did you say the bourbon engineers?
I did. I got everybody to Brian.
Brian
I can
Miller?
see Brian now.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, man. Hope you guys are ready. Hopefully it's going good with the family. We got your Christmas card. You guys are freaking gorgeous.
Beautiful family.
Dave's backup account is here. Don't know where Dave or his first account is, but his backup account is here.
I'm glad your backup account is here.
Doug is here. Richard White is here. Joe Carter, the man himself, is here. Mama P. Bev
here.
Porter. Awesome. So good to see all you guys here.
Barter Horde. Sorry. So part of the camera is covering up the chat, the bottom part of the chat.
Yeah.
So I have to scroll up.
I could move the screen up.
But then I can't see the time.
Oh, yeah.
So then
I can see the
then
time.
we might run long, and we can't have that.
I can see the time, though. Do you trust me not to go
No,
to
let's
run
just
long?
keep it how it is.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Kim S. is here. Kim and Mark. Man, Kim and Mark were coming through town. We got to hang out with them. That was an absolute blast.
Kim,
it was
you
so
created
good seeing
a
you
monster.
guys. Oh, Erin got a virtual reality headset after hearing Kim talk about virtual reality boxing. And she's on there. I mean, she basically lives in that thing now until it goes dead.
Between the boxing and then Beat Saber game that came with the headset, I took a break today and yesterday because my muscles were like, you got to stop.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
Mark is here too. Go ahead and pardon me, guys, for the congestion if you hear me sniffling over here. Thomas Hensel is here. The daily, annual, weekly.
Jess Carter's here.
Jess Carter, Ben, Paul, P. What is up? Hunter Christensen is here.
Eric, thank you.
Ed Williams. Oh, thank you, man.
And happy
Merry
Hanukkah.
Christmas and happy Hanukkah to you.
Tonight's the first night of Hanukkah.
Yeah, or last night was.
I thought he said tonight was.
Yeah, last night. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Eric, correct us if we're wrong. Which night is the first night of Hanukkah? Last night or tonight?
Ed Williams is here. Southern Overdrive. So we got some people to thank. So I've seen Thomas and Ed in here. So we got to thank our new patrons this month. Well, Ed's been a patron, but he jumped up to the Whiskey with Friends Plus tier.
Nice.
Which is like, as you progress in our tiers up, it gets more interactive with the channel. So
tonight is the first night of Hanukkah. Eric has come.
There you go. So Ed jumped up to the Whiskey with Friends Plus. Thomas hopped in on the community tier, as well as Nathan Jurgensen, Michael Jonas, Phil Collinson, and then our Whiskey Nerds tier, we've got Scott, Joe Pelzel, Joe P's there, and Chris Prokopiak, which is kind of a cool last name. Cool. So welcome aboard to the new patrons. Huge, massive
welcome
thanks
to the family.
To the existing patrons who are always just such a huge help and such a big support for everything we do here on the channel, and the super chats here on the live streams help a ton. We are going to do a giveaway. Those help a lot of the things happen here on the channel. But yeah, just can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this with us. And I'm seeing Greg is here. Greg, can you track? I should have texted you earlier and asked.
Oh, you should have.
I should have. I've got text messages now.
Greg. We need to be nicer to Greg.
Okay.
He does a lot for us.
Greg does do a lot for us. Whiskey is a journey. Peter is here. What is up, man? You guys are going to be hearing Peter's name a lot. We got a lot of samples from Peter, especially for our international stuff, which is going to be a ton of fun to go over some of the things that he sent in for the channel that we are looking very much forward to getting into whenever we do get into them. So
what is Greg saying? It's down below. Hold on, I'm going to highlight it.
You are the man.
Thank you, Greg.
All right. And I got Glencairns I got to get to Greg. I got some other stuff I got to get to Greg. We got to get together with Greg.
Yeah.
I was going to do that this weekend until I got under the weather. Yeah. And then I struggled it out. I went on the struggle bus yesterday. We went out for dinner. I did the sinus rinse. I'm thinking like, I'm going to sinus rinse. We're going to keep these reservations that we have. And we did keep the
reservations. And you felt great until you had to sleep. And then.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not talk about your snot. It's fine.
So
no one cares.
Joel is here. Top Dog is here.
Yeah.
Cheers. Eric C is here. Jess Carter's here.
I know.
All right.
She texted me because we're friends.
Okay, cool. So we got to get into it. Jess is talking about ZBiotics.
Yeah.
We got to get into ZBiotics.
I had to remind myself not to drink this glass in front of me before we had this.
It's real simple. We got to hear they're sponsoring tonight's live stream again, just like they did the November live stream.
Yep.
Look, guys, before we do the ZBiotics thing, here's what we need to tell you. They sent us these. We're giving them away because
we ordered some.
We bought our own. We're on subscribe and save on the 12-pack now, starting in that. We just bought those outright, but then we're going to do the subscribe and save with the 12-pack with our discount code. It ends up being like $6 for one thing.
But you can't buy them one.
Right.
You have to buy like a 6-pack or a 12-pack.
Right.
But the subscribe and save, I think it saves us like you save 20% already if you do the subscribe and save. And then with our code stuff, we save an additional, what is it?
15%.
15%. So.
And everything's in the video description below. We're not even in the pitch yet, but like we said at the beginning of last live stream, they wanted to sponsor us. We told them we would have to try the product, fully expecting not to say yes to the sponsorship because we kind of want to get away from sponsorships. But it made such a big difference to us that we're like, man, we have to say yes to this.
We've been doing these live streams for a year and a half. And we know how we feel afterwards. And the first
total game changers.
We did these total game changer the next morning.
Yeah. So these will be part of, this is the open pack. The sealed pack will be part of the giveaway tonight. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
ZBiotics, you just do it. We just did. You drink them before drinking. It's a pre-drink probiotic enzyme that it's like an enzyme that replicates what your liver does with processing alcohol, except it happens on a gut level. And you wake up, you feel refreshed. That's what they say. I was skeptical. They made a believer out of me. And it's a 100% money back guarantee if it doesn't work for you. But there's no better time now than to try these, what with the discount codes and all that stuff. But then also New Year's is right around the corner. So, we're all hoping to have a good time for New Year's, I'm sure. So if you want to have a good time, responsibly. So the ticket here is just to have one of these before you start drinking. Enjoy yourself, drink some water, get some rest and all that stuff. And, we do that on live streams. And again, I was skeptical and I wake up the next day just feeling fresh as a daisy, whatever daisies feel like. And especially today with this congestion, I'm like, man, give me the ZBiotics. I absolutely need this for tomorrow. So we cannot thank them enough for sponsoring this. It's science. It's literal science. And it's also a literal money back guarantee. So you really can't go wrong.
There's no risk.
Yeah. But our discount code is stuff. And the link is in the video description below.
Yep.
I mean, try them out. See if you like them or not. We're converted believers.
We are.
And this sponsorship will run as long as they want it to run. And when they send us stuff, we're just going to give it away to you guys because we're already customers ourselves. That's how much we
paying our own money for it. We believe in it. Like we have line itemed it in our budget because you know me, I'm a budgeter. So it's got its own line item in our budget every month. Yeah.
And it's worth it.
Yes.
So absolutely. If you want to feel fresh after a night of having some drinks and hanging out with friends like we're doing tonight, then check them out. Can't thank them enough for sponsoring this live stream.
Absolutely.
But we're going to wrap the ZBiotics there.
Yeah.
And if you want to win this, now we can run the giveaway ticker.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be part of the giveaways, and the rest of the stuff in the video description below is down there. There's going to be a 6
Aw.
pour,
Thank
2
you,
ounce.
Top Dog.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you
Merry
too.
Christmas to you and Renee. There's going to be a 6 sample flight, 2 ounce sample flight blind for somebody. There's also going to be a 12 pack of 1 ounce samples for someone at, again, blind. Yep. So, you know, do you want the flight format? The first winner can pick what they want, and they can pick if they want the ZBiotics. But you're going to get to choose. We're going to pick 3 winners at the end of the night here, and that's going to happen an hour and 50 minutes into the live stream before we shut the thing down at 2 hours. But yeah, we've got our ZBiotics in this. We've thanked our new patrons. Yes. We've thanked you guys for being here. We see that there's some more people here that we haven't yet shouted out. Stephen B's in the house.
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Roscoe's here. Roscoe's going to be happy with some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about tonight. I'll just say that. You already said Barter Hordes is here. Mm-hmm. Good to see you, Robert. WJK.
Thank you, Bill.
Bill's preaching truth over there. So, all right. We also do need to raise a glass. We tipped over 8,000 subscribers since the last time. So we can't thank you guys enough for being here with us. Like I said, just to be a part of this with you guys. I mean, I know we're the ones on the screen, but we feel like we're a part of this with y'all, and we just can't thank you enough. Yeah. So Cheech is here. We got a ton of people here. Cheers, everybody.
Yes,
I'm going to raise a glass to y'all, to a Merry Christmas, to a Happy Hanukkah, to a Happy Holidays.
Yes, cheers.
And we're both drinking some stuff we're going to be talking about tonight. So. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
This makes me so happy.
Ay caramba. That is woo-hoo. Mm-hmm. I feel like I just got shot out of a cannon.
What are you drinking?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay.
We will get to it. Smiling Beard is here and says, yes, caught alive.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Troy and Lisa. Merry Christmas to you guys, too.
And Dean is here. And Merry Christmas to Troy and Lisa. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And Raging Irishman. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to be, and still am, a really big Thanksgiving guy. And Erin is much more the Christmas girl. She's kind of converted me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to view Thanksgiving as a little bit of like the beginning of the Christmas season.
Which it is.
Or part of the Christmas season. And I still do love it because, you know, we're not, I don't know. It's just, it's nice to just have food and gratitude and all that. That's kind of where we lie. But
I think that's a good start to this kind of season of the year where it's gray and depressing.
For sure. For sure. So yeah, we are. I'm soaking in the Christmas vibes. I used to be a UPS delivery driver in a former life, and that made it really difficult to enjoy Christmas. And I still work for UPS, but I don't get bombarded with the Christmas rush. You're not a delivery driver
anymore.
Yeah. So it doesn't affect me negatively anymore. Man, I have found my Christmas spirit again.
Our UPS guy is working like 6 days a week because he came on Saturday. And Josh was like, "You working on a Saturday?" He's like, "Yep, 6 days."
It's too much. Well, he gets time and a half for the entire day on Saturday, so
he's making that.
It's beneficial for him to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Paul P.
Thank you. Oh man.
We're looking forward to more as well. We've
got loads of content in the hopper for 2023, and we are ready.
Thank you, Sean. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much. And these super chats, guys, like we got more whiskey than we can drink, and
we do.
These directly help support the channel. So it is something that helps us help you. You know, hopefully we get to share some really good whiskey with you guys.
Absolutely.
And you know, it means a lot to us because it really does help make the channel more sustainable. And even as something as simple as just watching, hitting the like button on these live streams, watching our videos, all that stuff helps a ton. And as we kind of close out the year, before we're going to transition pretty quickly here into some of our lists, but, I just want to thank you guys. This has been a really fantastic year for the channel. We didn't have the studio. I was spending 2.5 or 3 hours setting up in our kitchen every Saturday afternoon so that we could bulk film all weekend and then tear it all down again.
Yep.
Now we have a dedicated space, thanks to you guys in a large part being a part of this with us. And I think that we've just honed in on our content style.
Thank you, Joel.
And we're really looking forward to getting into 2023, and we've got some fun content planned. So thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see Dean, I see JG here.
Yep.
Good to see you guys. Bear Doyle is here. Man, we got everybody here. All right.
I don't like not being able to see all the chat. We'll have to fix this next time.
All right. I can fix it right now.
Okay, do it.
Okay, you're gonna have to shrink the screen. All right.
That's fine. It's bothering me.
This is on a whole rig, so it might wobble a little bit, but
excuse us.
I'm gonna get up close and personal with y'all.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, hey. Hey, Boo.
There we go.
Okay, so you're gonna have to keep track of the time because I can no longer see the clock. Okay.
All right. Hopefully the camera is not shaking. Oh, we see the chat so much better now.
Yeah, I am gonna.
I tried something new and it didn't work, so there you go.
It's okay. I appreciate you trying it because you were trying for me so I could see the clock.
Whiskey Knows Marty is here. Are You Schlammered is here. Great name.
Nice. Okay. Oh, did I do good? I didn't. Thank you, Barter Hordes.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it, man.
I missed that.
Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season.
I know.
So.
Greg says your pores are looking good, Josh. I got that boy moisturizing as soon as we started dating.
Yeah.
Moisturize. It helps your skin.
Kathy is here. Can't stay long. Wanted to stop in and say cheers and Merry Christmas.
Oh,
cheers and Merry Christmas to you too.
Cheers.
And John DeCiso is here. Bullseye Fowl. All right. So Bullseye Fowl asks what we have in front of us.
You'll appreciate this.
Yes. Neil Robertson's here.
Thank you, Dean.
Dean's in here. All right, I want to answer Bullseye Fowl. He asked, is this blind? It's not blind. We're not drinking anything blind tonight. We actually had a very ambitious plan of blind tasting tonight. And then my sinuses just took that off of the table. So, but we are going to get into it and talk about what we're drinking as we go. But we've got our 10 best to talk about.
We do, but may I interrupt you?
Yes.
So Michael asked Aaron, why do you need to see the clock and the stream once you start yawning?
Oh,
that was about 2 hours ago. Yeah. So we never would have started.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about our top 10 bourbons and whiskeys of 2022.
Yes.
2022 releases. We're going to talk about that. That's going to happen at the 1 hour mark in the live stream. Mm-hmm. Before that, we've got 3 other sections to talk about, each with 5 bottles. We're going to talk about our notable exclusions, our biggest misses of 2022.
Thank you, Jay.
We're going to talk about our honorable mentions, that they're big hits with us, but they're not, just from a sheer taste standpoint, going to be good enough to get into the top 10, but we do value them for what they are. And this is going to be, some of the stuff in here is going to be fairly affordable and findable, things like that. And then we're going to have a section on the other things that we loved in 2022 that are things that we like, the best things we've tasted this year, but we could not put them on the list because they're not 2022 releases.
And when we started making this list, that was what I thought it was. Josh had to school me and teach me that that's not what that means. They have to be 2022 releases. So all of the stuff that I picked is on this other list because I don't think any of them are 2022 releases.
Not all. You got some stuff on the 22 list.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to talk about this. We did converse, but I am the whiskey nerd of the two of us, and Erin is the social sipper of the two of us. So she will comment on the pours that stand out to her that we found this year or that are part of the 2022 top 10. But yeah, we're gonna go through them and let's get right into it. We're gonna talk about our notable exclusions.
Can we just not say what we're drinking? Why is this a secret?
Well, it's part of what we'll get to them when we get to them. Okay. We're both drinking something from the things that we loved in 2022, but they can't be on the list.
Okay.
So let's get into our notable exclusions. Yes. These are, in our opinion, the biggest misses for 2022. Don't hear what we're not saying. They're not bad. It's not that we don't like them. In fact, looking at the list, other than one exception, we do like everything on the list.
Oh, thank you, Ed.
Happy
holidays.
Whoa, Ed. Wow.
Right. You were just saying thanks.
Ed caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for
kind.
The generosity, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's get into it. So first up, this might ruffle some feathers, and we're not trying to do that.
These are exclusions you'll explain why.
We'll explain why they're excluded from the list. So Midwinter Night's Dram, Act 10. Now, this is Act 9. We don't have an Act 10, but we did get to try an Act 10. Mm-hmm. And the thing about Act 10 compared to Act 9 is that we felt like Act 10 was just too heavily finished. Yeah. Like you lose the rye component of the pour compared to Act 9. Like 7 and 9 both had the rye component more intact. And the 8 and 10 it got a little bit more heavy-handed with the port, and 9 is just so much better than 10. So
we felt like 10 was more of a miss.
As good as I can put it over here.
Oh, okay.
We need to save that side for glasses.
Oh, okay.
So Act 10 is good. Don't hear us wrong, but it's not as good as 9, which was $100. And then it's also
more expensive.
Went from $100 to $150 in price. So we could not put that on our list, even though we do like it. It's just not good enough with that price and that quality of this year's batch to make our top 10 of 2022. So that's the first one. Second up, and we don't even know if the ones that we tried of this was the, or this is 4th place on the notable exclusions. May not have even been a 2022 release that we tried, but we've got a graphic here. It is Russell's Reserve 13 year. So you guys know us. You know that we are huge Wild Turkey fans, but we have not been impressed with Russell's 13 as of yet. Although we do have a sample from Brian Miller, and I don't know exactly which batch his is. So that one might change our minds. But we will reserve judgment until we try that. 3rd place on our noticeable exclusions list, and we will go back and we'll check the comments and see what everybody's talking about these. Let us know what you're thinking about these as we go. 3rd place. This one hurts my heart to say.
It does.
It's very good. Gold Spot Irish whiskey. So let me. Gold Spot 9-year, non-chill filtered, 51.4% ABV, 102.8 proof. This is their 135th anniversary. This is a good bottle. This is a very good bottle. But it's expensive. It's $130, $135. It gets marked up in a lot of places to $200 or more. And while it is good, it's not hugely appreciably better than than Yellow Spot. Like it might be quote unquote better from like a quality standpoint in regards to finishing and all that stuff, but we don't like it all that much more than something like Yellow Spot or even Green Spot, depending on our mood. So we couldn't put that one on our list, but we do like it. It's just the value for quality proposition is a little lopsided.
And we're all about value here.
2nd place on our list, and this is on here because of Aaron. I actually like this bottle, but Stag Junior Batch 17. Whoa.
Sorry. That's like, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend somebody, but the feeling just came over me. I just had to.
I want to be able to do the thing.
I know, but we're 2 people. It's difficult.
So this is the 128.7 proof batch. It came out earlier in the year. Thank you so much, Jim.
Merry Christmas. Ooh, he's drinking ECBP.
Hey, we're going to be talking about that at some point tonight. You'll see where.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bullseye. So this is 128.7 proof batch, the last batch. To me, this tastes like barrel proof Eagle Rare. Like not all the Stag batches taste that way to me, but there's something sour in here that Aaron picks up on, and other channels have picked up on it too.
Oh, really?
Like Cameron from Drums and Drams have picked up on it. Like there is something in this batch for some people. And the way that you reacted to trying this blind, you would have thought that there was like cork taint or something was really wrong with this bottle. But it tastes,
thank you, Tim.
It tastes great to me. Thank you so much, Tim.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
This bottle is good for me, but Aaron does not like it. And honestly, I'm fine putting this on the exclusions list just because of the hassle around getting Stag Junior. Now, we do have a bottle of Stag Bourbon Batch 18, and we have a sample that was going to be part of the blind that we were planning tonight. But again, not feeling great, so we had to shift gears. This is number 2 on the list. Number 1 on the list of biggest misses for 2022. Is
does this hurt your heart to say?
This one really kills me. The bottle is good.
Do we have a picture of it?
I got it over here.
Okay.
The bottle's good, but for the price you're paying, I think I saw some positive reviews, and I let those positive reviews influence me into thinking that it would be something that it's not.
Gotcha.
And the reality is that it is what it is. It has age, but it doesn't have proof. And when I'm spending premium money on a bottle of whiskey, I want it to have some power or some coating or something like that. And this one just left me feeling disappointed. It left me, it's just thin.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you, even though you can't stay.
Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. So this is a great bottle. The flavor, awesome. Just everything about this I love, other than the fact that it's just a little thin and it's 100 proof, and it's 18 years old, and it's had all that time in the oak, and it has kind of mellowed it out. And I wish it were higher proof, and maybe if it were, it would be over oaked or something like that. I really, really like it. I just wish it stuck to my ribs a little bit more, you know?
Like a little meat on your bones.
Yeah, I like it. I do. I really like it. If it were $100, $120, this would probably be in the 10 best. But in our market, it's a $200 bottle. Almost no store is selling it for even $170.
Yeah.
So with tax, it's $220. And for that, I'm buying other products over this, personally speaking. So good product, but
maybe not.
Wasn't happy with the money spent on it. If I could get it at 170, I still don't know if I would be in love with it, but I would be a lot less salty.
That's fair.
All right, so let's see what people are saying. I've already seen some people say some stuff
that
we're going to be getting on.
All the way back up. That's a lot.
So I did see Joe say I was wrong, and that's fair.
About what?
Knob Creek 18. Oh. And then Neil said that Knob Creek Single Barrel's the one, and it's hard to beat the value of those. And Robert in Colorado also has a really good point. Knob Creek 12 is really good. Like, you could have 3 Knob Creek 12s for the price of that one Knob Creek 18.
Oh,
so
wow. That,
yeah.
I mean, I'm sold. You had me at 3.
Yeah. Like Travis said, he agrees it just needs a little bit more pop. Yeah, it's good. Would you please scroll up a little higher to see what people said about Russell's? Like, go back to the Midwinter's comments, and let's just kind of scroll down from there, and then we'll get caught up in chat.
Okay. It's before Gold Spot.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I got a powerhouse.
Ben Cribbs really likes Russell's 13. Joe,
most people do.
I think Joe said he still gets crap for putting it last. I think I saw that.
It was either 4th or last on a blind that Joe had on our blind flight nights over on Patreon.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Dean said thanks for excluding Midwinter's, total unobtainium for him.
Yep. WJK says that Act 9 beat Act 10 on Midwinter's.
When he did it in blind.
100% agree, yep.
Yep.
Barter Hordes is trying to imagine a 10-act play.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Who cares about Midwinters when Sagamore Port exists?
We have not got
valid point though.
We want the Sagamore Sherry and the Sagamore Port, but the problem with those here is that Sagamore does not have a big presence in Middle Tennessee, so we have been unable to get our hands on both of those bottles.
Which
but
sad.
Those would be 2 bottles that I would ask Santa Claus for. It's like, Santa, just tell me where to go. Just slide a note under the tree. Tell me the story.
You already spent all of Santa's money, though. He doesn't have any more for you.
Stephen Check asked, what was the 5th? The 5th notable exclusion, 5th place, was Midwinter's Act 10. Not that it's bad. It's good. It's just more finished than we prefer. It loses a little bit of the ride.
All right, I'm scrolling down a little bit.
All right, we're going to catch up.
Joe said Stag Junior has been renamed just Stag, yes.
Yeah.
But that bottle has not. It's still Stag.
Yeah, 17 was the last of the juniors, and I'm very curious to get into Stag Bourbon Batch 18. We have not yet gotten into it.
Bill asked if I tried the 18 yet.
Not yet.
We have not.
Nope, it's not
I'd be
open
willing
yet.
to try it. I just haven't liked any of them yet, so I'm not. Especially if I don't know that I'm drinking it. If it's blind and I truly like it, then sweet, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
So I did, Stag's hard to get. Stag 17 was a disappointment. It's hard to get at retail. Every batch I got was $60 up until batch 17, and that one caught me off guard because it was $100. But then we got Stag 18 for $80. So I'm not mad at that.
Greg says now he wants some ribs
because
you made a comment about sticking to your
Yeah.
ribs. All right.
Eric,
it's got to be hard to run a live stream. It is. It's very hard to multitask.
Yeah.
Talk about a topic and then also not ignore the chats because we want to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. If we were just not caring about chat at all, it would, be easier. But we want to hang out with you guys and talk to you guys and get your reactions on things. And we do have a lot of ground to cover on this one particularly. I mean, we've got on this sheet 25 bottles we're going to talk about tonight. Yeah. So
we've got 144 people in. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Ben says he can get us a Sagamore Sherry. Let's talk about it.
Ben.
Let's talk about it.
If you guys have not, hit that like button. This will help push this video out to more people.
I like Greg's comment.
What does it say?
Santa baby, brings
some Sagamore for me.
Highlight it so people can see it.
Okay, fine.
Sarah the baby, bring some Sagamore for me. Port, please. And maybe sherry, too.
Oh, Josh is singing. You didn't know you were going to get a musical tonight, did y'all?
All right, let's move into our next section, our honorable mentions. These are our big hits for 2022 that weren't good enough from a flavor standpoint or a value standpoint.
I disagree on one of them.
I feel you, but it's on here because it didn't come out in 2022.
Gotcha.
Came out years ago. We just found it this year.
Happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Kathy's been here from the early days. Cannot thank Kathy enough. Kathy and Christy are the best.
Faithful.
Thank you guys so much. All right, so let's get into the honorable mentions here. Like I said, they're either the value's not there, the availability's not there, the value and availability are very high, which is a good thing, but the quality isn't quite there to make a top 10 list, or it's a product that did not come out this year, but we discovered it this year and we love it. And if it did come out this year, it would be on our top 10 list, but it is a few years old. So we just found it this year. So we'll get into that.
Okay.
But first up is going to be a duo of bottles. It's going to be Whiskey Advocates' #1 whiskey of the year. And we are talking about
thank you, Eric.
Jack Daniel's Bonded and Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
We liked these. They're gone.
We hated them, actually. They gone. They're both really good for the money. And the thing about these to me is that Jack Daniel's didn't have to put these out. They really didn't. No, like, people weren't clamoring for these. They weren't asking for them. Jack Daniel's their special releases are getting harder and harder to find. They're picking up steam. There's a lot of hype behind them. And Jack Daniel's goes and releases 2 new to market products, mass distribution at good prices, and they're both really quality. Yeah. Like you like the flavor on the Bonded a little bit more than I do, but it's still really good. Yeah. The Triple Mash we both like a lot. They both have that Jack Daniel's backbone. They got the cool bottles. I mean, Jack didn't have to do this, and they did it anyways. So I think that these are a home run win for whiskey fans all over the place. Yeah. Even if you're not big into Jack Daniel's, just the fact that instead of releasing another limited edition or another label that nobody can find, they put these 2 on the shelves for everybody to find. So big shout out to Jack Daniel's, and they deserve the #5 spot on our honorable mentions for 2022. Y'all. Got a lot of bottles over here, so excuse the glass clacking.
Clinkety clink.
All right, #4 on our honorable mentions list. And this, I believe, did come out this year or the very, very end of last year, but best I can tell, I think it came out in February of this year. Okay. This is a $35-ish bottle, 90 proof, just good, classic, easy bourbon, but not boring like a lot of 90 proof budget bottles can be. And this goes out to Green River. This stuff is so good. I mean, we're rolling through our bottle just fine.
We're making our way through it, yep.
Also, the Wheel Horse 101 proof. Jason C. over at the Master Drum has talked about how well that goes head-to-head with Wild Turkey 101. It's a little more expensive than Turkey 101, but it's a nice twist on the flavor profile. We do have a bottle of that, too, and like it a lot. But this right here is just, I mean, the first time I had it was Merle's Country Kitchen in Louisville, and I just bought something cheap to have with our meal that, you know, I could drink along while I was eating. Didn't really think much of it. Had never tried Green River. Did not expect to be impressed. And it really impressed me, and it's continued to impress me. It's done great in blind tastings for us. Yeah. Kudos to Green River. And they used to be OZ Tyler. They had to, and I said, Bourbon Engineer just put OZ Tyler. Yeah. They used to be OZ Tyler. Nobody cared about them. They rebranded to Green River, got a good-looking bottle.
Interesting. Marketing works, people.
And then the other thing that put these on the map are the Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut picks, because a lot of those are now from I almost said OZ Tyler. A lot of those are now from Green River.
Gotcha.
And shout out to Jason and Scott over at Mash and Journey Whiskey Club for letting us be a part of a Blue Note pick with them.
That was so
Blue
fun.
Note Uncut pick. And that is going to be coming out to our Patreon community on January the 6th. Yeah. So $45 for the absolute, and I'm not just saying this, it is the absolute best
really good
Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut pick I've ever had, not by a small margin.
Yeah.
So
very good.
If you want a good budget bottle, maybe check out Patreon if you want to get in on that pick, and there's no limit. You can order as many as you want.
Yep.
And then what we don't buy up, they will go to Jason and Scott's respective communities. And Jason and Scott were super gracious for letting us be a part of that.
It was a lot of fun too. That was my first pick.
It was.
Because you'd done a couple, and I hadn't been able to do that because somebody has to work. So while he has fun, I had to work. So it was fun for us to do that together. I really liked it.
Yeah. And Michael saying that is curious to see how the marriage of Green River and Bardstown elevates both distilleries. And I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pardon me. I'm going to pull an Aaron here.
Yep. Got to have your tissue all at the ready.
All right.
This is like me all year long, though.
That's number 4 on our honorable mentions.
Yep.
Number 3 on our honorable mentions. And this one, we don't have a bottle of, but we do have a graphic of it. And we did get to try it thanks to Eric David Gunderson.
Yes.
It's going to be Remus Repeal Batch 6. Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 6. So a lot of people poo-pooed this batch because batch 5 had such old whiskey in it. And batch 4 had pretty old whiskey in it as well. But when we got to try batch 6, I had low expectations. And it, to me, was fantastic.
Yeah.
I
don't remember tasting it.
I liked batch 5.
I don't remember it, so I'm sure it was good, though.
Here's the thing. I liked batch 5. Batch 5 was good. I did prefer batch 4 over batch 5 in a blind tasting.
Okay.
Batch 6 kind of goes back more to batch 4 flavor profile to me.
Okay.
But then everybody poo-pooed batch 6 for being lower age statements and everything. But then some channels out there blinded it against all the batches. And a couple channels picked batch 6 over batch 5. So, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
Blinds tell all.
Oh, thank you, Kim. She said that she appreciates us sharing the Jack Daniel's single malt with them. Mark had the opportunity to buy it.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
He would have passed if they hadn't had it with us.
That is so awesome. I'm so glad you guys got a bottle.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that here in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that here in a minute. But yeah, it was so fun to be able to share that with Kim and Mark.
Yeah.
So my local store, I asked them for a bottle if they got one in, not expecting to get it, but just let them know that it was on my radar. And they graciously hooked me up with one for retail. And I opened it in the store and shared it with everybody so that we could all try it. And then Kim and Mark were coming over, and of course we shared it with them too. And then Eric came over and we shared it with him.
Yeah.
So we're just like sharing this thing out and loving it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
We like that bottle a lot.
Somebody else said it was good. I can't remember.
I think it was Ben. I think Ben Cripps said he was on the just cracked it open. Yeah.
Twice barreled American single malt.
It is so sweet. It's so good. Really, really happy with that bottle. We'll talk about it here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second bottle up is going to be, and the reason this is not in the top 10 is because of the value proposition and how hard it is to find. And this is going to be Woodford Batch Proof. This is going to be the 118.4 proof release that came out this year. Great bottle. I mean, we've tried other Woodford Batch Proofs in the past, and they were all a little too dark, or the heat cycling warehouses. Jason C's commented on this, like how it can impart a certain flavor profile. And I've picked up on that in the other ones. It's just been a little drying. This one is not that way. This one is just flat out delicious, but it is $150 or $60 in most people's markets. And it's
a lot of doll hairs.
It's good. It's very good. I wish if it were 100, it'd probably be on the top 10 list. I'm not saying don't buy it at 150. We bought one, but it can't make a list like this for the top 10 when the value is like that. Yeah. But it is good. And then the number 1 product of honorable mentions.
I feel like this should not be an honorable mention.
It didn't come out this year.
I know it didn't come out this year, but it should have at least made this other list.
Well, it's the number 1 on our honorable mentions.
That's fair.
These other ones are just a cut above this.
Oh, but I disagree.
Oh, I don't. All right, this is where we're blurring lines into our next category.
You're right.
Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. We didn't find out about this until this year.
We were late. We were so late. Game, but I'm so glad we're playing the game now because this stuff is delicious. I love it. Like, I would marry it, but I'm already married, so can't marry it. Yeah. Also, I'm human. Thank you, Mike.
You are?
I am. Last time I checked.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you that you think our videos are awesome. Are you blind?
Much,
but thank you. I'm just kidding.
Thank you so much, man. Merry Christmas.
That. Oh,
so yeah.
Where'd it go?
Sagamore.
The chat jumped. Okay.
They really got on our radar this year.
Yeah, love it. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely wanted to give them a spot in some of this, and maybe not the last time you're hearing anything about them tonight, but they're really good. I mean, this is oily and viscous for the proof point. It tastes great. You don't lose the rye grain, but you get a ton of sweetness from the double oaking process. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just fantastic. You can find it most of the time. It's just good.
Well, he is right so little that when he is, I have to like note it.
She wants to encourage me to be right
I'm
more.
an encourager.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and roll into the other things we loved in 2022.
Okay.
And this is where you guys are going to find out what we're drinking right now before we get into the top 10
And we don't have pictures of some of these, so I'm going to have to get ready.
Well, I've got bottles over here too.
I know.
So here's the thing, guys. Real quick, before we get into this next section, and this is the best things that we tasted this year that we can't put on the 2022 list because they didn't come out in 2022. But they are so close to being, even if they did come out to 2022, they're so close to being on the list, but for one reason or another, we couldn't put them on the list.
Top 10.
So these are kind of like honorable mentions that are kind of a cut above the honorable mentions we just came off of.
Except the Sagamore.
Well, that was a 2020 release.
In my opinion.
Or 2019 even.
I know.
You can't put it on a 2022 list.
I'm just saying the Sagamore should have been in the other things we loved list.
Okay.
Not in the honorable mentions.
Well, it broke down by 5, so it had to go somewhere.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So, real quick, we've got 183 people watching.
Hey guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Please hit the like button. That helps a ton.
Yep.
I actually really appreciate it when channels mention that because a lot of times I'll tune into live streams
and forget.
And I just, I don't even, get in. And then they say, oh, hit the like button. I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't do that. So it really does help a ton.
Kathy said that they live 15 minutes from Sagamore.
Oh.
She sent us an email.
Let's talk, Kathy.
Yeah.
Awesome. We got Smoking Bulldog in the house. All right. So let's get into this next little list that we have here. The things we loved in 2022 that we can't put on our list for a reason or another. And one of the overarching themes, if you've been watching the channel as of late, since we started doing our Wild Card Wednesday videos with international whiskeys, is started with the Rampur double cask Indian single malt whiskey.
Yes.
And then we started tasting some Amroot, thanks to Eric David Gunderson. And this Amroot intermediate sherry. Oh my goodness gracious.
So good.
Man, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I was actually recommending that to somebody in real life.
It's so
because he mentioned like for a split second that he drinks scotch. I was like, oh, if you like scotch, you gotta try this. It's very like scotch reminiscent. It's not scotch, but it's reminiscent. I was like giving him the whole spiel. Yeah. And he was like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That was a little bit like too much.
Aaron
back it off, Aaron.
But the intermediate sherry, the Portanova, the Fusion, those are all amazing. Fusion is probably where you want to start, but the intermediate sherry is a masterclass in a well put together pour. And then the Portanova is just a powerhouse. Man, they're just doing such good things over at Amroot. And we love that Rampur, the double cask as well. Indian whiskey is just silly good. It is just stupid good how delicious that stuff is.
So good.
And I never would have paid attention to it had it not been for Eric giving us some samples and sharing some bottles with us over here. I'm a huge fan. Man. I'm a fangirl. Yeah, absolutely. So that's number 5 on our list, and it deserves a spot on there. Yep. Number 4 on the list of our loves is going to be the Balvenie 21-year Portwood. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. That bottle, I've had some all right scotch, some decent scotch in my day, but that thing is one of the best I've ever tried. Yeah. It's just so expensive. It can't be on our top 10 list, and it's not a 2022 release anyways, but it's so expensive. Yeah. But here's the thing. It's now, as of the time that we filmed a video with it, a wild card, it was a $260 bottle. Now in our market, it's up to $299. What? Here's the thing. I'm ready to buy it. I'm not ready to buy it. With what money? Here's the thing. I'm not ready to buy it financially, but my heart is ready and my head is ready. Duh. And that's the thing that it's great. I can think of one other bottle that I'm willing to spend that kind of money on, and it's going to be the number 1 bottle in this list. And that's it. Yeah. That's it. I still think about that Balvenie 21-year Portwood. It was literally like taking a bite out of a ripe piece of fruit, and you're getting the actual fruit flavor plus the like really sweet juices of the fruit as well. And it was just so balanced. It was so good. My goodness. If that's so
maybe we can combine our forces and save up for a bottle.
Now here's what I want to know. Is the Balvenie 21-year Portwood really just that good? Or are there other like 21 to 25-ish year scotches that would just blow that out of the water?
Or would be comparable to that at a less than $300 price point.
Yeah. And I don't know that information because I've never dabbled in scotches like that. I've always gravitated in like the 12 to 18 year range. That bottle is so good though, man. I will be buying a bottle of that at some point. And that's insane for me to say for that price point, but that's how much I like that.
Joe, he has already done that twice this month, and he's already into January.
And just twice?
And it's still December, so
January budget.
He does that every month.
Yeah. I spend January money in December.
I'm too nice to him.
Yeah. Hey, Knucklehead's in here.
Aw.
Can't stay long. Pop in and say Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
Love
good to see
Canada.
you, man.
I want to go visit Canada. I've never been to Canada. I've heard it's beautiful, and I want to go to there.
All right. So Steven says the Balvenie 15-year sherry is more reasonable at 150-ish. And I get that it's more reasonable, but is it as good as the 21-year? The 21-year, when I tasted that blind, I said, this tastes like a scotch, and it tastes like the best scotch I've ever had. Like it's the ABV is lower, but it's just it's a masterfully put together scotch in my mind. So huge fan of that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on the list. Let's stop dawdling and fawning over the 21-year.
Roscoe Coltrane said he wants to try Ardbeg 25.
Oh, that would be nice. And Robert in Colorado says Dewar's 32. I've heard that about that. Oh, I would love to find one of those. Oh, I would love that.
Vancouver was the cleanest city I've ever visited.
I'd love to go to Vancouver. I've been to Toronto.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
But not west.
I follow a lot of Canadian YouTubers, and so I always want to go visit them. Not them. Not them, but like where they live.
Thomas says, towards your Balvenie 21 fun. Thank you so much,
thank
man.
you, Thomas.
And Jimmy Dramer says Glen Farkless 21's 169. We might have a sample of Glen Farkless coming up. Not coming up, but there might be one going into the pool.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay.
The number 3 bottle of bottles we found this year that cannot qualify for the top 10 because it was not a 2022 release, but we found it this year. We tried it this year, and
we love it.
And it's what's in Aaron's glass right now.
It's what I'm drinking, and I love it.
Non-chill filtered rare breed. You guys knew we were going to get this in here. The box is janky. It doesn't matter. It's delicious. You know how much we love rare breed around here. We got some like gnats for it. That's not even gnats. It's like, is that a gnat? What is that?
I don't know. You're losing your mind.
I might be losing my mind. So this stuff is just amazing. Like, we love rare breed as is. But you might not think that on an upcoming video.
Yeah, we try stuff blind, guys.
Even your favorites can hit you off sometimes on certain days.
And they do, and they have.
They do, and they have, and they will. But by and large, we love rare breed, and the non-chill filtered version is just, why do they chill filter any of it?
It's unnecessary. It's so good non-chill filter.
I know. And Eric's saying that Steven's saying he's still asking anyone who's traveling to look out for it.
Yes, please.
As are we.
Please look out for it.
We've got
this.
We've sampled out about half of this bottle to people just because we want them to try it as well.
Yeah.
And we have one backup, thanks in huge part to a friend who lives in Japan that was coming over here for some travels. So that was super nice. But yeah, we want all of these that we can get our hands on, and we want to share them. So, all right.
That's what I'm drinking.
That's number 3. That's what Aaron's drinking. What I'm drinking is going to be number 2 in this, but this is me sneaking in extra bottles. This isn't going to be one specific bottle. This is going to be a category, and here's why. Here's why it's a category. There is a 2022 release that fits this category, but it's not in our top 10.
Correct.
But the 2021 and the 2020 release are in this. They fit this category because they're not, and they would absolutely be top 10.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Thank you so much, Bob.
That's so kind. Best content on Whiskey too.
Cheers and happy holidays to you too.
Happy holidays.
All right. So, man, I love these so much. All right. What's in my glass and we just found these this year.
Yep.
Should have been on the train earlier. Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
Why is this so far over?
Because I got 2 more bottles coming.
Oh.
I got the Jack Daniel's special release series. So this is the 2020 release. Let's knocking things over. 2021 special release, Coy Hill.
That was
and
so good.
The 2022 special release, the twice barreled single malt. You guys, Jack Daniel's, man, with these special releases, I can't even. I think people say that still. Maybe they don't, but I can't even with these things. They're so good. Like in blind tastings, this is beating Buffalo Trace Antique Collection stuff for us. In blind tastings, this is beating Buffalo Trace Antique Collection for us. We just got this. We haven't had it in any blind tastings, but it's just.
But we've shared it out and people have loved it.
We've drank it. It's so good. Yeah. It's so good. It's so sweet and rich and creamy and dense. And here's the thing. I would love. We had a bottle of George T. Stagg. I've been fortunate enough, through this channel, we've both been fortunate enough to try a few other of the Buffalo Trace Antique collections, and local friends and things like that has been amazing. But these right here are as good or better than any of that stuff. And you don't have to like spend an arm and a leg to get your hands on them necessarily.
What's the price point on these?
These were all $70-$80 when they came out. But
okay. They're more now?
Yeah. I mean, if you find a Coy Hill sitting on a shelf somewhere, it's going to be $400, $500, $600, $700.
Are you serious now?
Probably.
Holy crap.
But if you have some store loyalty or you get it in a raffle or an auction or something like that, you could get these for reasonable prices.
Okay.
Especially this one when it first came out. Nobody was really on it yet. So that's what's in my glass is the rye. A little bit of a loophole here.
Can I taste it?
Yes, you can. Although I am sick. So
you are, but
it's okay. Worth it. It's 130
It's whiskey.
proof.
It kills all germs, right?
Yeah. She's a powerhouse. And the whiskey is strong too. I was talking about you.
Ooh, it's kind of fruity too, though, for a rye.
Yeah, it's so good. It is everything I want a high proof rye to be.
Good. I'm having the
Thomas H. Handy does not hold a candle to that. And we proved that in the blind tasting, the blind flight we did on your birthday live stream. We both picked that unanimously.
Really good. It is strong.
It is very strong.
And it builds too.
Hey, Michael S.
Thank you, Michael.
ZBiotics for the holidays.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You could use Matt's code too.
You could use Matt's code. We love Matt.
Matt needs some love as well.
Yeah. But you could also use our code. We won't be mad at it. Either one.
What we did is just sign up for subscribe and save plus our code. And then I set a reminder on my phone to go in every month and just enter the code again on the subscribe and save.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that. I don't know if we're supposed to do that. But we did
it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
we're buying it anyway.
Like
whether they sponsor or not.
We're line iteming this in our budget because I told Josh, I was like, we can't, because we batch film our content, our videos. So we'll normally film a slew of videos on a Saturday and then a slew of videos on a Sunday. And I was like, I will never do a filming day without ZBiotics now.
Yep.
Going forward.
No live streams, no filming.
We will
nothing without ZBiotics.
Without ZBiotics first, because it makes a huge difference the next day, especially as we're getting older. Like my body does not tolerate alcohol like it used to.
We want to wake up feeling fresh. Like we want to feel good. We don't want to feel sluggish or anything like that. And it helps. So top of the video description below is all the information, the link to take you there, put in stuff at checkout, get your 15% off. If you do subscribe and save, you can get even more percentage off. It's awesome.
Yeah, so it's great. It's worth it.
We love the stuff. Mid live stream pitch out of the way.
I just think it's worth it. I believe in this stuff so much.
But can we talk about real quick the loophole I found in this?
Sure.
Coy Hills, you're not going to find a Coy Hill for inexpensive anymore. It's a last year special release. Everybody knows about it. This is a hazmat one. I traded in. I have 2 Coy Hills, and I have both of them have been partial bottles. One in very gracious gifting to us by Barry Hawk.
Oh, Barry.
Before he went overseas last year.
So kind of him.
And then this one, what's in here, I traded into this at half a bottle, and then I traded in to one more full bottle. So we got like a little bitty bit of berries that we're hanging on to share with him when he ever comes into town to finish that bottle off. And then we've got this one that I traded into, and then the other one I traded into. But that's how I have to get into these. I got lucky on this. The Jack Daniel's Ryes, they're very expensive if you find them now, but the Tennessee Tasters.
But aren't those only Tennessee only?
Yes, but we live in Tennessee, so.
But not everyone lives in Tennessee.
I know, but. Oh, no. All right, well, clean up on aisle 5. That cork just came straight up. Nope, no break.
Oh.
But a nice big old spill on the carpet.
That scared me. That's fine. That'll clean up.
I knew that cork was loose. But
gosh.
Check it out. These Tennessee Tasters.
I'm good. Continue. My heart's just, I need a second.
These Tennessee Tasters, still now, you can find them for like $70 or $80 some places. Secondary shops, whatever. Some will mark them up. But these are just a small batch version of the single barrel rye. That's all they are. And the proof is 127.6. These taste every bit as good. And I'm telling you guys, I have started to stockpile these. So I have 6 now. How do
people get them if they don't live in Tennessee? That's not fair.
You just have to look. You have to look. Secondary, honestly. That's where I've been finding mine. I've been finding mine on secondary.
Okay.
I've been going secondary, paying $70, $80 for these. That's on average, you're looking at about $150 a bottle. And that, to me, that bottle is worth it.
Because you tasted it, you know it. Yeah. To you, it's worth it.
And that was the, look how loose this cork is on this rye.
Let's not revisit.
This is the one that fell.
What just happened.
The rye.
And it did not break.
It did not break.
And no other bottles broke.
Yeah. We're good. Daily Annual Weekly said biggest complaint on the Jack Daniels is the cork gets loose quickly.
Oh, really?
As you just saw.
Yeah.
Now, if that were the Coy Hill or the twice barreled single malt, I would be even more hard in my chest. But I have been stockpiling these. So
for the rye, yeah.
Yeah, we're good there. I'm more worried about the rug in here.
To come fun for Josh.
I'm definitely more worried about the rug.
The rug will clean.
All right.
We can clean that. That's easy.
We shall see. It's got 130 proof Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Well, we'll need to get to it tonight. We can't let it sit for days on end, but it'll be fine.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up the things that we tried in 2022.
Okay. What time is it?
We're right on track. We're right on track.
We have 177 people in here still.
Thank you guys. Hit the like button if you could. That would be a huge help. Yeah. Hopefully the bottle falling was a little bit of entertainment.
Hopefully it didn't break your eardrums. It scared the bejesus out of me.
It was pretty loud in here. I don't know how it came across on stream, but it was pretty loud. Apologies to headphone users if it blew you out. I'm a headphone user 99% of the time. So, all right, let's get into the number one thing. This is probably the best thing I put in my mouth this year.
I'm sorry.
Whiskey related, at least.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Are you though?
Sometimes.
Debatable.
Are we going to be tasting any of these? So should I stop? We're
going to be tasting some of these. So
you shouldn't pour me more.
No, you can put that glass aside.
Okay.
And I will down the rest of this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you from the best thing you put in your mouth this year.
Okay. Not a 2022 release, although there was a 2022 release of this product. I have not got to try it. I've only ever tried
thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Joel. Randy asked, where did we get our hexagonal mirror in older videos? I don't know. I don't know where they got that. Came with the house. We bought it from the previous owners.
In the kitchen. Yeah.
That one's from Home Depot, actually.
This one in here is from Home Depot. That one, honestly, they bought a lot of stuff from Home Depot or West Elm.
Some West Elm, some of it was custom. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's not belabor. Let's go to number one. And this is, you'll have to pull up the tab for this because we do not have the bottle.
Oh, okay.
This is the best thing I tasted whiskey-wise.
Wait, we're starting number one?
Right here.
Oh, we're still in that one.
The things we love, the first one.
Not that. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know you could do that. Oh, interesting.
Okay,
all
ready?
All right, guys. Most people probably know this is coming from me.
Boom.
The king. If I could ask Santa for one thing under my Christmas tree this year, it would be King of Kentucky.
Yeah.
My goodness, is it everything I've ever wanted a bourbon to be. Huge thanks to Top Dog for sharing his bottle. He let me open his bottle, which was a Christmas gift to him last year from his wife Renee.
Yeah.
He let me open it because he knew how much I wanted to try it. I had very high hopes and expectations.
Very generous of him.
And did not think it could possibly live up to them. And then it did. Resoundingly. Yeah. And then I did a blind barrel proof bracket. He gave me a sample of it. I did a blind barrel proof bracket, and it easily beat everything, including Coy Hill. I've never tasted anything that good before in bourbon form.
Yeah.
It's just the best thing I've ever tried. And now I want all the King of Kentucky, and I can't find it, and I can't afford it if I could find it.
Yeah.
But man, it's the only other bottle that I would willingly plunk down $300 on, along with that Balvenie 21 year.
Yeah.
And I would even pay like for King of Kentucky. That's crazy for me to say.
That's insane.
I would do it though.
Speaking of Top Dog, he says those Tennessee Tasters are at the store that he shops at, and he can find all of them, and they're $39.
Not the rye, not the barrel proof rye.
The Distillers series.
Yeah, so I do want to. They just came out with the 101 proof maple toast and the oak toast, I think it is.
Okay.
And we've got samples from Eric of those, and we have seen them in stores here. The pecan 120 proof whiskey is supposed to be really good, and I want to get one of those for sure. That's something I'm on the lookout for. But yeah, and yeah, Greg is right on it. I want Greg's comment. I want it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you'd highlight it.
Sorry. I'm behind.
Okay.
There we go.
Can't find it.
I'm still like, my adrenaline's still going from that drop. I'm sorry. I'm a little off right now.
Should I get a towel to like blot it?
It's fine.
At the moment, I do have to go blow my nose before we get into this top 10.
Okay, well, if we have to do that, that's fine. But I can promise you I'm not entertaining by myself, guys. So
all right, Aaron's going to hold the fort down to entertain you guys.
If Josh leaves us, you'll find out how truly boring I am.
No, I'm sorry for my congestion, guys. I did not want to cancel this tonight. So we're here. We're going to get into our top 10 in just a second.
Yes.
Real quick,
is there anything that we need to talk about?
Remind people about ZBiotics, the giveaway. People need to know about the giveaway. Your super chats are going to the giveaway.
So your super chats tonight, every super chat you give in every increment of $5 is entered as a entrance into the giveaway, where we're going to be giving away, I don't even remember what it was, some flights. We're giving away a 6-pack of ZBiotics. It says it right here. Samples of ZBiotics and some other stuff. You can see it. It's in the description below. I don't remember what Josh said, but it's good stuff. Josh loves putting together these sample flights.
6 pour 2 ounce flight or a 12 sample 1 ounce.
Yes, what he said.
Should I put soda water on this? What do you?
No, just dab it and leave it there. I'll take care of it later.
I'm dabbing.
Don't rub, just dab.
Dabbed.
Yeah.
Dab.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the top 10 here.
All right, hold on. Let's get caught up on some.
All right. Hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Here, wait. Hydrate together.
It's an important part of the process. All right, Top Dog says the pecans at Frugal's. I need to go there. Michael, that is correct. Yes, best thing.
Oh, we got some questions.
Whiskey-wise.
We've got some some non-whiskey questions.
Oh, okay.
Bill asked, how's the job going? Amazing.
She's in love with it.
I got a new job 6 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love the people I work with. Love the company I work for. It's great. I love it. It's amazing. So all good there.
It's really nice. I will say this. It's really nice to see her working at a job where she has a lot of workplace satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's been really, really special to see.
Yeah. Oh, John wants me to talk about what I got him for Christmas.
All right.
All right. Greg says we're hydro homies. Josh has jokes. Yeah, he tries.
I'm not good at it, but what's that Mr. Rogers meme? He's like painting the thing. He's like, I'm not very good at it, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not up on my memes like you are.
John White is here. What's up, man?
Yeah. All right. So what are we doing? What is this?
All right, let's get into this top 10.
This is the
10 best of 2022. And we are going to start it off with EC BP B522. All right, guys.
All right.
Look, this honestly, of everything on this list, this is the easiest to find, relatively speaking.
What's the price point on
and
this?
The highest value. It should be $80.
Okay.
We paid $80 for the ones that we have.
Okay.
We thankfully have a backup of this, and then we got another backup from Santa Claus as well. So
Santa Claus meaning Josh?
Meaning Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah. Brian Miller sent us one of these.
Thank you, Santa Brian.
This to me is this is the best Elijah Craig barrel proof to me since C920 and B520. And from a sheer drinkability standpoint, this one is so balanced and so sweet that I may, for just regular sipping, I may like it even more than those. I'd have to blind it to see.
Interesting. Man,
B522. And look, I know everybody, when it came out, they said it was too easy sipping and you want more oomph from an Elijah Craig barrel proof. And I hear all that and I get all that. I do. The problem is that I think C922 is a better Elijah Craig barrel proof, but I think B522 is just a better bourbon.
Okay.
And many people thought C922 was their favorite, and they did year-end blinds, and they picked B522 as their winner.
Interesting.
I did the exact same thing. I was tasting them, and A122 was a distant last place for me. But between the B and the C batch this year, it was really just sweetness and drinkability of the B522 batch. And there's like this chocolate and coffee bean note that I get on this that I'm absolutely just in love with no end.
We love chocolate and coffee.
Whereas C922 had a little bit more spice, a little bit more oomph, a little bit more power. And those are all things you want in an Elijah Craig barrel proof. But the sweetness and that chocolate coffee note that I'm getting in this, I just can't get past it. I love it. So sorry, love letter.
Gagaing over it, and let's drink it.
Yeah, let's cheers to you guys, and cheers to the top 10.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh man, if you just smell it, it smells like sticking my nose in a bag of coffee beans. I freaking love it.
It is good. I don't remember trying this. I don't remember trying a lot of these, you guys. That's what Josh does for me. He remembers what I like.
The coffee bean comes over on the palate.
It does.
Along with like this, it almost has like this really cool mixture of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. It's really candy bar-y to me.
It's creamy, like milk chocolate's creamy, but it's kind of bitter, like dark chocolate's bitter, which I love. And
it doesn't assault you like some of the more lauded batches of ECBP. So I hear that criticism, and I'm gauging this on being just a really good bourbon, not being an outstanding Elijah Craig barrel proof. But it still has some of those hallmark Elijah Craig barrel proof flavor notes. It's just so drinkable. So this is the first Elijah Craig barrel proof where I've since C920 that I've actively sought backups for. It
has a lot of flavor. Like there's not a lot of punch. Like it's not going to blow your face off like the other one, like the other batch. But it's got flavor. It definitely is not devoid of flavor for sure. And it builds on itself. Like I've had 2 sips and it's building.
Yeah, more coffee on the second sip. And Barry's here, experienced whiskey old guy. He needs us to start the stream from the beginning. So, we got to go to 11.
We talked about you, Barry.
Yeah, we just talked about you.
Yeah.
Was your ears burning? Man, I freaking love this batch of ECBP. Not because it's the best ECBP ever. It's just a fantastic bourbon.
Yeah.
Now, King of Kentucky is everything I ever wanted bourbon to be. This is not that. But it's very good. Very, very good for, sure. For an Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Yep.
Huge fan of that one. All right. Number 9 on our top 10 bourbons and whiskeys of 2022. And we're going to have to set our glasses aside because we're going to have some sips of this one too.
Oh, man. Now here's where all the drinking comes into play.
A couple of our sips. We're not going to drink all of these because we don't have all of these.
Correct.
But we are going to drink 4 of the top 10. And we have 3 of the 4 bottles. All right.
While Josh is pouring that, if you guys can see the ticker down there, every $5 in the super chat enters you into a giveaway to win 2 2-ounce sample packs of some samples that Josh put together, or a 6-pack of ZBiotics. Oh, sorry, that's my cue. ZBiotics, which we are believers of now because the stuff works.
Number 9 on the list, Sagamore Spirit 8-year rye. Guys,
did I like this as much as the double oaked? I don't remember.
It's different.
Okay.
It's different. And this was a this year release, so it does make the list.
I have skepticism about this.
Well, we're getting more proof. We're not getting the double oaked process, but we are getting more proof. It's 114.9 proof. I don't know what to say other than this stuff is fantastic. I remember we had this in a blind, and when I tasted it, I didn't know what I was drinking, but I was like, man, this tastes like something special. And this is the most inexpensive bottle on our top 10 list.
What's the retail price
can get these for $60 or $70, and Joe and Kathy Graves might be able to comment on that. But we could not put, even though we found the double oak this year and love it, it wasn't a 2022 release.
Correct.
And we want the sherry and the port, but this one here is the one we were able to get our hands on thanks to Bill, WJK in the chat. And it's outstanding. And we had to have a Sagamore on here because we did have that one episode, that one first sip where we tried the 114 proof cast strength rye, and we did not love that. But apparently there's a 112.2 proof version that's a much wider spread batch that people talk about being really good.
Okay.
We haven't tried that. We've tried some of their finish stuff, like the ale cask finish, the rum cask finish.
Love their
all those
stuff.
have been outstanding. They finish whiskey so good. But this
so well.
so well. Man.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
So on the palate, even with my stuffed up nose right now.
Oh, whoa. This is pungent.
Pungent, syrupy.
Stings the nostrils.
Like cherry syrup.
With alcohol.
Oh,
a lot of it.
Man. It's so good.
Okay.
Jose said he started the stream late and saw the first 30 minutes at 2 times speed. Now,
oh wow!
I've never watched us fast.
I
already talk kind of fast. Sometimes I'm working on that.
It's okay. You have a lot to say.
Oh man, this smells so good. Cheers, y'all.
All right, cheers. Oh wow.
I mean, we're coming off of the ECBP, which is quite a powerful pour,
mm-hmm.
and this is still oily.
It's
coats the back of the palate.
Ooh, it feels like Pop Rocks.
Amazingly well.
Are you getting Pop Rocks?
Man, no, I'm just getting I'm getting the rye sweetness, like the rye backbone, and then I'm getting this like hard candy sweetness right on top of that.
Somebody asked G Hawk asked which batch this is. It's batch A or 1A.
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 Mm-hmm. Neil asked, how's the tequila finished Sagamore? We don't know.
We haven't not tried
that's
that
one of the ones we haven't had. And I'd be curious to see. It does sit on shelves here. That's like the only finished Sagamore that sits on shelves here that I would love to get I'd love to try it, but I should just get it. There's just so many things to get. We can't get all the things. We can't get all the things.
You can't get all the things.
I try. I try, y'all. I just can't.
He does. I don't care. You can blame me. It's fine.
Yeah, this is so good. I remember what I liked the most about this being how well the rye grain stayed intact. I mean, it's not finished or anything, so you're still getting the rye grain at 8 years. It's lively on the palate.
It is. I think that's where I'm getting the Pop Rocks. Like sensation is like very lively and active.
But there's a common thread.
Thank you, DeWalt. Bring on the proof.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
There's a common thread on this top 10 list that everything on here has a certain, for us to get on this list, you need to have a certain level of concentration of flavor, a certain level of viscosity, a good finish. Those are the things that we care about in whiskeys. And that's what you have to get on a top 10 list that we're making. So these are our favorites, and you may disagree, and that's fine. Everybody has different tastes. It should be that way. But for us, these are what we love. And by and large, most of these are things that we agree on. There's a few in here that could be a little different, but
yeah. Dean says Sagamore will go on sale if it's at Total Line. Buddy of his reported that he saw Sagamore was being discounted at 25%.
Man, this is so good. WJK got this bottle at discount and got it to us from out of state.
Josh, get everything. Aaron, you have enough. Josh, cry.
Yeah, so over on our Discord, that's part. Aaron is really clever and funny sometimes. Over on our Discord, that's like our home on the internet where we, people who are on our Patreon, they can join over on Discord, and that's our. We don't mess around with social media. We are on Discord.
Yeah,
it's our own little private place where we can have fun and help each other out and all kinds of stuff. So over there,
yes,
we were talking about Christmas stuff, and I was. Paula Schmidt had posted her Christmas list, and I posted my Christmas list, and it was just King of Kentucky, like down the list, King of Kentucky. And then I think I had maybe some more Jack Daniel's special release products, and then more King of Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then I said, I said, this is what I want under my Christmas tree. Santa, Aaron, and I tagged her at. And then she commented back.
I don't see Discord unless I'm tagged. So if you tag me, I'll see it. If you don't, I may miss it.
And then she commented back. She goes, "Oh, I wish I could get you some King of Kentucky, but my husband spent all our money on whiskey." And I was like, whoa.
It's true, though. I wasn't lying.
So Barter Horde says, and I'm the only one. Boy.
Am I
the only one who's never used Discord?
Well, I had never used Discord before this channel started.
Nor had I.
I'd heard of it, but I didn't quite know what it was. I thought it was just for gamers. So I was like, it's not for me.
Yeah. No, you're a gamer now. You're a virtual reality gamer.
I am a virtual reality. No, I'm a virtual reality boxer. Although I do play Beat Saber. Okay. I'm pretty good at it too. I'm not going to lie.
She is. All right. Here's the thing. Wait, I lost track. What was I going to say?
I don't know, but are we on track
We're on
for
track.
time?
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
I'm not sure.
I forgot
can't
what I
read
was
your
going to
mind.
say.
I'm not a mind reader.
Anyways, I just thought that was funny. Oh, Discord. Discord is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first off, you're not controlled by the Facebook overlords, so we can help each other find things if we need to help each other find things in more of an open format. Yeah. And ours is very stripped down. Like, we keep it very simple. It's just essentially a message board with some subcategories, and it's where I check in on any social media stuff. So it's a good spot to be if you want to be a part of the Discord. So Kim says they passed on a King Kentucky for $1,500 at John O's last month. Yeah, I would pass on that too.
That's a lot of money dollars.
I'm trying to be realistic, guys. We do want to fight the FOMO.
Josh is this time of year is really hard for Josh to fight FOMO.
So here's the thing: at an ounce, 1 ounce pours, how much am I willing to pay for a 1 ounce pour of King Kentucky? So,
like at a bar or something.
If it's $25 or 25 ounces in a bottle, and I pay $500 for the bottle, that's $20 an ounce. For that experience, for special occasions, I would do that. I can't go much more than that, personally speaking. But I would, if I could guarantee get one at $5 and I could pinch my pennies, it's the one bottle that I would do that for, that I've tasted. And we've been very fortunate to try a lot of really good stuff with the channel.
I think the thing with FOMO,
it's the only thing that I would pay for.
You've had it, so you know it's worth it to you. I think that fighting the FOMO is, don't just get stuff because other people like it and say you should get it.
Yeah.
You've had it. You know it's worth that money to you. Therefore, it's worth it. It's worth the money to you. And it's I wouldn't consider that FOMO, because you know that amount of money is worth that, or that bottle is worth that amount of money to you. It's not worth it to me, but it's worth it to you, and you're not wrong because it's your money. So, So I wouldn't call that FOMO, to be honest. Yeah. FOMO is when you let other people influence what you buy without knowing for yourself. That's FOMO.
That's fair.
So you are fighting FOMO. Congratulations.
And I'm being real too. Like, I'm not paying $1,500 or $2,000 for King of Kentucky, but I would. I mean, Bill said it's $300 retail, and it's worth it to me.
You would pay that.
There's very few. Again, 2 bottles I can think of that are worth that to me that I've tried in my life, and at that price, I have to try them before I'm willing to pay that much money for them. So, anyways, let's move on with the list. Okay. Let's go on to number 8. And so this one,
8th, best of 2022.
This is one that I like a little bit more than Aaron.
Yep.
Here's the thing about this product. You guys know Knob Creek 18 was our number 1 bottle on the Biggest Misses, only because it was just a little thin. The flavor was fantastic. It was just a little thin for the money.
Yep.
This product, by and large, fixes that, and it is Jim Beam Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well at 108 proof. Doesn't have that 18-year age statement. It's a 15 and 16-year blend, but my goodness, is that stuff special tasting. It's unreal. And I kind of had a chance. Like, I could have got the Hardin's Creek, or I could have gotten the Knob Creek 18, but I couldn't get both with the budget. So I went towards the Knob Creek 18, and now having tried them both, I wish I would have gone with the Hardin's Creek. I thought the little buckle over the top was kind of gimmicky.
And learn.
Well, the buckle was kind of gimmicky, and then I didn't.
The buckle. Can I show the picture again?
Yeah. See that little buckle, the leather buckle over the top?
Oh, yeah.
And then they also released that 2-year that was $80. And I was like, man, Jim Beam is playing games. And I didn't like that.
Gotcha.
Knob Creek 18 is just like straight over home plate. Man, I don't know. I really, really like the Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well. It's very good. To me, it's worth the $150 price tag. Whereas the Knob Creek 18 at $170, like, when I get it that it's got the 18-year age statement, but I don't think it's a better whiskey, personally speaking. And that's where this now explains some of the beef I have with Knob Creek 18.
Yeah.
This is coming full circle from earlier in the live stream.
Yep.
So that's that.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people comment. Joe saying he loves Jacob's Well.
Yeah.
It's good. Neil, it's expensive.
Also,
worth it. Yeah, I think it is.
Somebody
that one
said something about on somebody's stream. There was a comment about, are we going to be on someone else's stream next week? And I missed it. I meant to star it. I forgot.
I'm assuming it's the Thursday night with Whiskey Bro, David and Jamie.
I think that was it.
And we will not. We have already prior commitments on that night. Unfortunately, like
Yeah.
we didn't even hear about it until after the fact. But
you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You are like knocking all kinds of things over.
I got
today.
bottles falling over and everything. Yeah, we would really love to make it. We can't be in two places at once, unfortunately.
Oh,
it's a bummer.
Too bad. I wish we could.
I know.
I wish teleportation was a thing. If I had a superpower, mine would be teleportation.
So, yeah. By far the best superpower,
So
teleportation.
I could not be in two places, but I could get quickly to
We
places.
both feel very strongly about this. There's not even another one in the top 3.
Yes.
Teleportation is number 1 superpower above all others.
I'm curious. Can anyone come up with a better superpower than teleportation? Don't say flying. That's garbage. And then also mind reading, out of the question. Anything else?
I don't want to know what everybody's thinking all the time.
Yeah, it's too scary.
All right, I got a comment.
Come up with a better one, put it in the comments.
Neil Robertson said Baker 7's the favorite beam, and there is a high value there. I think I like the Knob Creek single barrel picks a little bit better than Baker's, but I do like Baker's a lot. And Krug's asked if we've ever been able to try any of the J. Henry stuff, and we do have some from Justin and Paula Schmidt. It hasn't popped up on the channel yet, but it will be. It will be coming at some point in the future. You're catching heat in the chat. Flying is not garbage, says Joe Graves.
Flying is garbage.
Top Dog actually has a really useful real life
superpower is that he can fall asleep in less than a minute. That is a superpower. Invisibility, I feel like Michael says this is a common one. But I don't know if I would want that.
From a whiskey nerd standpoint, though, he's got a point.
Oh, you can see in the
You just go look in the back and see what they're hiding, and then go out in front of the house.
Yeah, but
like, how does he always know what we have?
Teleportation, you can teleport in the back.
Everybody's doing back there.
They can see you if you get caught, but then you can just teleport right the heck out of there.
So, all right, Bourbon Engineer is clearly talking nonsense in the chat about adherence to budgets.
Wait, where? Where's he at? Superpower adherence to budgets.
So
that's not Josh's superpower.
Okay, so Robert and Travis are both saying time travel. And then Bill's saying seeing into the future, and Travis is saying time travel as well. Healing is a good one.
Healing is a good one.
That's very altruistic.
I don't know if I want to see into the future. I think that would make me more depressed than...
Wow, look at this. Kim says, I had a quiz with my leadership team. Get to know you. The most popular superpower is time travel. Where did teleportation... Was it in the top 3?
Yeah.
Here, okay, can we just explain with our teleportation?
Sure.
Like... You can get anywhere you need to get like that.
In like that.
Like, Kim, we want to hang out. Boom.
We're at Kim's
teleport.
House. Yeah.
I'm there.
We're all the way in Texas.
Like, is time travel inclusive of teleportation?
No, it's different. Because you go back to a different time or forward to a different time.
Oh, Bill says he wants to see the Powerball numbers in advance. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry I derailed us, but this is something I feel pretty strongly about. So thank you for indulging me, guys.
All right. Let's keep the list rolling.
Okay.
Let's get into our number 7 selection for our top 10 of 2022. We're gonna have to pull up.
We have a picture for this one too.
So this is a single barrel product, but this is this year's release of Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. My goodness, is this a fantastic whiskey?
Yeah.
It's everything that Aaron loves in a rye, with like the earthiness and the rye backbone and all that stuff, but then it adds in a certain level of sweetness. We had it on a head-to-head against Rare Breed Rye, and Rare Breed Rye did hold its own reasonably well enough.
But
hey, Brian Cusco's here. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Oh, he wants to move super fast and be able to slow down time. Okay, all right. That's a little bit of like time warping, kind of like what Barry was saying. All right.
So yeah,
so Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, guys, this is a fantastic product. I'm blown away. Like the Toasted Barrel Rye is also very good as well, but we did not try this year's release of that yet. I don't think, or maybe we did and don't remember. I think we might actually try that when Bill was in town. But we had the Barrel Strength Rye in a head-to-head against Rare Breed Rye. And the Rare Breed Rye was very good, but you could just tell that the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye was something special. It was oily and viscous and concentrated flavors. It was so good. It was so good. And, you know, I know it's expensive and I know that people get hyped up for it, but they get more hyped up for the Toasted Barrel Rye, which is like, if you find it on secondary, it's like $300+.
Oh, dang.
And these Barrel Strength Rye I think retail 100 or so. And I think they, you can find them on secondary for like 170 or something. I'm not saying they're worth that. But I did pay over that for a Knob Creek 18, and I would rather have a bottle of Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. Just saying.
There you go.
I'm just saying it's that good. You said it reminded you of the community theater when you were an actor.
Oh, that's the one that, like new construction, paint, like then there's some nostalgia from like the community theater acting when I was younger at elementary school up to my teenage years. I did some acting in like the community theater and the children's theater.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I will say this Sagamore 8-year rye, if you can't get the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, you can find the 8-year rye from Sagamore, get it. But the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye is better. It's more syrupy, it's more oily, it's more viscous, and this is already very syrupy and oily and viscous. So, I mean, Sagamore and Michter's Rye in particular. Michter's bourbon is very good.
Yeah.
But their ryes are also very, very good.
I have a soft spot in my heart for Michter's Rye as well.
You do.
It was the very first nice rye that I was gifted from a friend.
This was like what, 2015, 16? Way back in the
around there, yeah. And I was dating a guy.
You were just a spring chicken.
Yeah, I was dating someone, and his friend came into town, and he knew that I liked rye. And all up to that point, I just had Bullet Bourbon and Jameson, and he bought me a bottle of Michter's Rye, and it was like my first big girl bottle of alcohol, and I loved it. And so I love it. Like there's a soft spot in my heart for it.
I'm going to mix the ECBP B522 and the Sagamore 8-year rye because I just drank the Sagamore 8-year rye, had all that like hard candy sweetness and the rye backbone, and then the B522 had that coffee chocolate note.
Although I have a lot more of one than the other.
These were like yin and yang. Like they were bringing different things, and I want to see if they can combine and make something
Let me know how it is, and I'll mix mine too. Okay.
All right. So Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, fantastic product. After trying that one that we tried, if I saw another one at $100, I would buy it in a heartbeat. No questions asked. Until I try one that's not good, I'm going to buy on those, even at a triple-digit price tag. Yep. Crazy. All right, let's move on to our next bottle checklist.
We have that.
We do have this. And this, as much as we like ECBP B522, this was in a blind head-to-head against it, and we like it mo better. Man, Lucky 7, 14-year proprietor.
Josh Blendegeddon. He likes to do this. He likes to mix things that are like
Joe knows what's
good
up.
And see if it makes it better.
Joe knows what's up.
Yeah.
Joe
mixes his pours.
All right. So this stuff is great. I mean, I love aged Barton. Like, I love aged Barton even more than you do. You like it. I really like it. But I remember this was in our blind head-to-head against ECBP B522. I was 2 thumbs up on both.
Did you drink that yet? Can you please let me know how it is?
Well, let me talk about this first.
Okay, but I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm letting it mingle.
Okay.
I'm letting everybody get real comfortable.
Okay.
Okay. This, as good as ECBP B522 is, this is another level. And the bottle that was actually WJK's bottle, 119 proof, to closely match the proof of
the one that we have
B522 of the head-to-head. Our bottle is barrel number 69.
Nice.
Proof 128.5. So a little bit heftier proof point than the 121 proof ECBP B522. Alphabet soup coming out of my mouth. This
That's what it sounds like.
This right here, and the one that we had from Bill especially is even better than this one. It's just, it's all the hallmarks you get out of something like a Calumet 14, 15, 16 or a Sam Houston 14, 15. But barrel proof. It's fan-freaking-tastic. And for $150, this was
just
wild.
Mixing. I'm not good on patience, you guys.
You could have just asked for a sip of mine.
No, I'm just going to do it. It's fine. It'll be great.
At the end of that episode, you were like, B522 is good, but if I could buy this for one, typical Aaron would say, I would buy 2 B522s instead of one of these.
Yep.
But this was so good that you said, I would buy one of these as a special bottle.
Oh, wow.
I know. At 150.
Are we not pouring that tonight?
No, we don't have Bill's bottle.
Oh, this is a different bottle. Gotcha. Yeah. I follow.
And ours is not as good as Bill's.
Gotcha.
But and they vary. Some are really good. Some aren't. You know, it just depends. So Joe is saying the results from their lineup of a blind recently Maker's BRT01 coming out on top. So that was actually, we almost put that in notable exclusions or honorable mentions rather. It wasn't a miss by any means, but we just didn't have enough time with those. We didn't get bottles. Found North Batch 5, Barrel Vantage, Found North Batch 6. Wow. BRT2, and then Lucky 7.
Brian, yes. Banana Pancakes blend is our favorite blend of 2021 and 2022.
Oh, I should have just sent that in for Blendageddon and saw how it stacked up. We did get to try some really good blends. And when we co-judged on Blendageddon with Jason, Danny Lopez's and Keith Thompson's 2 blends that went ahead are really good. Really, really good. All right. This product, fantastic. $150 if you find them. They're great. 14-year barrel
hard
proof.
To find?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
But if you watch our website, you can find them every once in a while. That's where Bill got his 119 proof.
On Lucky Seven's website?
On their website, shipped to your door.
Well, maybe.
Here's the thing about this right here. The Calumets and the Sam Houston 15 years, 14, 15, 16 years are like $100 to $150.
Okay.
This is $150 and it's barrel proof rather than like 100-ish, 105, 6. Great product. Big fans of what Lucky 7 is doing. All right, let's try this blend. What do you think? Is there synergy happening?
It's fine. I had more of the I had more of the Elijah Craig barrel proof left than the Sagamore, so my ratios are very off. So I'm tasting more Elijah Craig. It's fine. It's good. It's not bad.
Mine's about half and half, and that's very good.
Yeah, mine was way unbalanced.
It might be a little bit more. I could actually use a little bit more Elijah Craig barrel proof in this because
want to smidge a bit?
The spice from the rye is kind of taken over, and I'm losing some of the depth of the ECBP. It's good though.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to number 5.
Number 5.
And
what we got? This is a good one.
All right, so
it's a good one. They've already talked about it in the chat.
It has come up in the chat. Actually, I think several of these top pours have come up in the chat in our top 5. So we have a photo so you guys can see what the bottle looks like.
Oh, we do?
But it's not the exact bottle. It's just a version of the bottle. So if you go...
It's not marked here.
If you go to number 5... I'm sorry, I didn't mark it.
Okay.
All right. So this is...
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to see Found North Batch 4.
But
and that says aged 18 years. But for us, it's Found North Batch 6.
Yeah. Why couldn't you find a bottle of Batch 6? Is it not out yet?
We don't have it yet.
But could you not find a photo of it? Like on the interwebs?
Not the high resolution one that I had there. So this is age 17 years, 64.1 proof, so 128.2 proof.
It's proofy.
It is 87% corn, 12% rye, 1% barley, aged in Hungarian oak. Here's the thing: it's Canadian whiskey, and if you guys did not know this, if you did not catch the live stream that we were on with Nick in November, when he was on our live stream. They take 100% single grain whiskeys that have been aged and then blend them to taste. So
it's so cool.
This is a Whiskey Nerds whiskey brand. The batch 6 is the 87% corn is 87% of a 100% corn whiskey. The 12% rye is a 12% of a 100% rye whiskey that's used enzymes for fermentation. And then the 1% barley is 100% barley, 1%. It's blended to taste. So these guys, they like all the stuff that we like. They like the ECBPs and the George T. Staggs and all that stuff.
So and they're
blend these to taste.
They're based in the U.S. and they source Canadian whiskey.
It's Found North.
Yeah.
Great name.
It's so cool. And if you haven't seen that live stream with Nick,
it's fascinating.
Please go watch it. I'm not a whiskey nerd. Nerding out on all the details of whiskey does not sound fun to me.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun hearing him talk about what they do, and his excitement for what he does made me excited. And that's not something that normally happens. So please watch it. I think it was at the beginning of November we did that live stream.
Yeah. It was the beginning of November, yeah.
And it's so cool what they do. So I'm a big fan of Found North. So that's my spiel. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
3 and 4 were great. 5 and 6 are on another level.
Yeah.
5 and 6 are on another level.
I think 5 was more.
Can you highlight? Right? Yeah. Can you highlight Scott's comment? Middle.
Oh, yes.
Found North Batch 5 has an amazing long finish. Lasts so long, I think it breaks the time-space continuum. Dude, Found North is probably of all the things that we tried this year, it is number 5 on the list. It's probably the thing I'm most excited about that we found. So
they're just doing cool things, and it's not just for the sake of doing cool things. They're doing cool things because they're whiskey nerds who wanted to do something different, and it's working. Like, they do a good job. I don't like people who just try to be cool for cool's sake. They're doing it because it's like, it's working, it's good, and go check them out if you haven't.
Yeah. And
what?
We might have a pick coming soon-ish. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Do I know about this?
We'll see.
I don't think I knew about this.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
That's a Patreon thing, but we might have something in the works. So batch 5, batch 6, fantastic. Everything they do is fantastic.
Yeah.
They're not going to release something that's not awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're quality control. Like, they're a young brand. They get it. They know what's going on in the whiskey enthusiast community because they themselves are whiskey enthusiasts. And I love how they're taking all the negatives of Canadian whiskey in the past, like the blending and all this stuff, and then they're just flipping it on its head, and they're making it. They're using all the perceived negatives, and they're leveraging the system with these 100% single grain distillates aged.
It's cool. And it's a cool concept.
One of the coolest things I thought was the Hungarian oak. Nick was talking about how the Hungarian oak extracts more of the wood sugars without as many of the tannins as compared to other versions of oak. So that right there was just like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, sing to me. Sing to me.
It's cool. It was really fun to have him on.
Yeah. So the ECBP B522 probably for me is the high value pick. The Sagamore at 9 was the most surprising pick, but the Found North coming in here, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
they do great work.
Like, my heart is with that company. It's like rooting for the underdog. I'm so happy to see everybody talking about them. I'm so happy that Nick came on our live stream. Huge fan of Found North. So the fact they're number 5, I could easily put batch 6 at number 1 for all I care. But we did have some other stuff this year that was pretty awesome to try. And let's go ahead and get into number 4. So we got to try this one thanks to Eric David Gunderson.
Is this the one I tried with beef jerky?
It is.
Oh, it was so good.
And this is the 2022 Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition.
Yes. Okay.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Pro tip, if you like teriyaki beef jerky, try some of that. If you can get it with some teriyaki beef jerky, and it will blow your mind. You're welcome.
Here's the thing. Just keep a bag of teriyaki beef jerky in your vehicle at all times so that when you find a bar that has Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition, run out to your car, get the beef jerky, bring it back into the establishment. I didn't have it that way. I just had the whiskey straight.
Because I ate all the beef jerky before you could get it.
But I've had some other batches of Four Roses Limited Edition.
Yeah.
2021, fantastic. 2019, exceptionally fantastic. Thanks to Top Dog, we got to try the 125th and the 130th. Both of those were next level. I'm not saying 2022 is to the level of the 125th anniversary and the 130th anniversary, because it's not. But honestly, of all the other batches I've tried, it is the best. It is so dense and concentrated and sweet. It's good. It's got it's taking twists and turns. It's like going down a luge and like a water slide, and you're just like, you're all over the place. And that whiskey is fantastic. It takes you on a ride. I cannot thank Eric enough.
Yeah.
We popped the bottle when he was over here. We had a sample of it that he gave us as well. We had it right at the top of the live stream.
Yep.
Man. And WJK is saying he had a sample from Eric as well. He had it last night, and it deserves to be up here.
It's so good.
Yeah, that product is just unreal. And this never fails, guys. I realize the secondary market is a crazy, wild world. How Four Roses limited editions are what they are, and some of the other stuff out there is double or triple what that stuff is. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
This is the one product. This is the one product that tempts me to buy it on secondary because I think the prices are actually reasonable for what you're getting. It's that good.
Interesting. What's the retail price for it?
150, 170.
Secondary price.
400.
Oh, dang.
425.
Gina.
Yeah, it's up there.
What?
It's up there, but it's She's
pricey.
Man, if it were like 300,
she's a little high maintenance. I'm gonna say.
If it were like 300, I would be looking for some.
All right.
That's another one of those bottles I could pay 3 for. I can't quite get to 4, but
yep.
Man.
All right,
Top Dog saying he scored the 4 Roses.
We got people leaving. Bourbon Engineers leaving. Good night.
All right.
We got to make sure we're on track.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
All right. Here's the thing. We also have a 10-minute last call for Super Chats.
Yes.
So get in if you want to be part, if you want to have a chance at a 6-pack of ZBiotics or a 6-pack of samples.
We're cutting it off at 9:50 Central Time.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah. 10:50 Eastern, 9:50 Central. Yeah. All right. Let's go into number 3, and we get to try another whiskey.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Number 3
I'm just going to put this glass here.
On our list. We only have a little sample jar of it thanks to WJK.
And we don't have a bottle, so we have to show a picture.
And we have to save the rest of this because we have to do what we were originally going to do tonight with it. So we can only have a little bitty bit of this.
That's fine because I want more of what this is coming up here.
Oh, Aaron wants more number 2.
Yeah.
All right. Look how dark this is,
what
guys.
number are we on?
I don't know if you can see how dark this is. You're about to see it in the picture, though.
Okay.
This is.
I'll show you.
Hang on. Look how dark that is.
That is very dark.
This is the Michter's Fort Nelson Reserve, and this is a distillery only, fill your own bottle release. So I get that you got to be in Louisville and you got to be lucky.
Yeah.
We get that.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the top 10 best things we tried this year, and this is it. This is unreal good. Like the syrupy, dense, it's like bourbon extract, bourbon concentrate.
I do not remember trying this. When did we try this?
We tried it when Bill was over.
Okay.
When Bill and Delia were here.
Yeah, I don't remember that. We tried a lot of things.
We did try a lot of things, but I remember being very impressed by this. And I'm actually curious because this is the first time that we've gotten into this. I want to make sure I got a
clear schnoz.
Yeah. Apologies again for the lingering illness.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Copperwolf.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Cheers to you.
Dude, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to everybody. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us. These are way more fun for me than like filming videos with. I love hanging out with you, but I also get to see you all the time. So I love interacting with you guys. So thank you for coming.
I think there is a world in which the Four Roses small batch limited edition could be put over this. And probably for Erin, it would. If she tried them back to back, I think you probably would rank the Four Roses a little higher. But for me, this is a little bit, I mean, Four Roses has their own thing going on. This is a little bit more right down home plate of bourbon.
Neil wants to know if this is a bourbon or a rye.
This is a bourbon. So they did have, we were in Louisville and we wanted to do the bottle your own barrel proof rye.
We did.
And they had taken that off and put the bourbon on. And then we were really bummed about it. And then we were like, we didn't get a bottle. Bad timing. We had to pick between two places. We chose poorly. And then even then we might not have gotten it.
We didn't choose poorly. We couldn't do everything.
Yeah. You can't do all the things.
Yeah.
Love you, Ben. Dude, thank you for being a part of this with us, man.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Oh,
this is such a hanging out with us and watching our videos. Like we just like to hang out and drink whiskey and talk nonsense. So thank you for watching that.
This has got some like Belgian waffle vibes to it.
Okay.
It just smells like a buttery Belgian waffle.
Oh, shut up.
I told you guys. This is a fantastic bottle of whiskey. This makes me want to find out how to get to Victor's and do the bottle your own. It's expensive.
Oh, Jose.
I think it's like 170 or 120.
We got you. Greg, make sure we get Jose in there.
Yeah. Get in there,
Last minute Hail Mary. Merry Christmas.
Hey, we got 3 winners tonight, so odds are good. Wow, man. This thing is like just straight up buttered Belgian waffles.
Yeah, but then there's like a coffee note in there too on the back end, which I love. And it's very velvety.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, 143 bourbon. Thank you so much. We got you.
Yeah,
5 minutes to cut off, guys. Greg, thank you. Thank you for keeping us on track.
This does something so special. When it hits your palate, it swells up and it just takes over the whole thing. Like top to bottom, side to side, front to back. Good. It envelops your whole palate. It is so good. And there is a coffee note. Yeah.
Mhm.
It adds in like that.
Mhm.
It's like Belgian waffles with butter and coffee.
Oh my gosh.
I love this so much.
Yeah, we tried a lot that night. I'm sad I don't remember this, but again, I don't remember a lot because that's Josh's job for me.
The original plan for tonight was going to be an allocated versus available 13 pour 1 ounce sample flight where we were going to share glasses and we were just going to play a game of figuring out, you know, allocated available. Why don't we talk through these? It's actually better it worked out this way because we had a lot of bottles to cover in the end, but I'm still dealing with my stuff.
Yeah.
But the rest of this sample is going to go into a future live stream allocated versus available.
Sweet. This is so good.
Yeah. John Cloud coming in
John.
here.
Got you. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate you.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, John.
Top dog going to head to Louisville right now to get in line.
It's worth it, man. Oh, it's so just enveloping, and it's enveloping but velvety at the same time. Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay, so we do need to move on to our next two, and I'm just now noticing the first one.
Yeah.
Why is that? We did not. I think I would like to.
You might put that one first.
I would like to debate numbers 1 and 2.
Oh, a friendly debate.
Can we flip flop them?
Can we?
Please. Because I don't
make a case.
I don't remember tasting this one, and I remember tasting this number 2. What we have for number 2, and I think if I don't remember it, then why was that so great for me?
I drank more of this than you did, and this was one of the best things I've tasted ever.
But I'm also part of this channel, and my feelings matter too.
They do, but this is a better whiskey than this.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember
it. It is. It is.
Do we have this for me to try and verify?
No, we do not.
Well, then
unfortunately,
I feel like you're proof. You have not been able to substantiate your claims.
All right, we might have a tie for number 1. We might have 1A and 1B. We might have a 1A and 1B. I wish we could blind them. We don't. Well, they're so different. They're so different.
Okay. I just want my voice to be heard. I'll let you make the final decision.
Okay. So the number 2 on my list would be the number 1 on Aaron's list.
Correct.
I would say that.
Yes.
So I'm the nerd that puts this list together.
Yes.
Without me, the list doesn't happen.
Correct.
So that's what we're going with. Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
All right. Can we do this number 2? Or do you want to do this one?
That's fine, but I want it to be noted that.
Hang on.
Number 2 is number 1 in my heart.
Here's the thing. We're going to switch them.
Truly?
Yes.
Why?
Price and availability is much more in the favor of that one. Much more in the favor of that one.
I'm a fan of.
Drastically.
Okay.
Well.
Just yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, MSRP.
MSRP.
All right.
That's what we're going on.
Our number 2.
Okay.
Our number 2, which is my number 1. I think it is a better whiskey than what we're going to put number 1, but the price is higher. It's insanely impossible to find. It is a master class in bourbon. A master class. It's not King of Kentucky because King Kentucky is everything I want.
Yeah.
King Kentucky's a little brash, like it'll throw you around or rough you up a little bit.
Would you like?
This is a little bit more of just like a masterfully crafted bourbon.
Yes.
It's everything you would want a bourbon to be, elevated to the nth degree.
Okay.
It's a fantastic bottle. We were so lucky enough to be able to try this thanks to Bill, WJK in the chat. It is Heaven Hills Heritage Collection, 17-year. My goodness gracious, is this stuff unreal good. I didn't think it would be that good.
Yeah.
Like, I remember thinking.
When did we taste this?
We tasted it when Bill and Delia were in town.
Again, that's why I don't remember.
And I thought to myself, this will be a good product. This will not be an outstanding, amazing product. And then I tried it next to ECBP, and it made me realize just how special it was. I was like, holy crap. It doesn't even seem like there should be that much of a gap between ECBP and what this is, but it was a chasm. It was unreal. So, dude, that product was amazing. I wish I could find a bottle.
We're at the cutoff.
Greg is right. Cut off for the raffle.
Yep.
Cut off for the raffle. We will draw winners here in a second after we reveal our number 1.
Yes.
So, yes, this Heaven Hill 17-year at $275 retail, it's a buy. It's a buy.
That's almost $300. And you said you'd only buy 2.
Well, it's not $300.
But it's
okay. It's 3 now.
basically.
It's 3 now. It's 3 now. It is everything. It is so good. It's syrupy. It's sweet. It takes everything that you love about ECBP. If you're an ECBP fan like me, it elevates it to another level, and then it adds in this fruity element that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof just can't seem to get to quite.
I'm gonna take this banner away because we're at cutoff.
It can't quite. And some of the best, my favorite Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs have a little bit of like a raspberry pastry type of vibe to them, but this is so pronounced and prominent. So it's unreal. All right. So Greg's going to let us know the numbers while we talk about our number 1 whiskey of 2022.
Yes.
And the reason this is number 1, I think the Heaven Hill 17 years better than this.
And that's fair.
But
I don't remember it.
This is much more available, and it is a little less expensive.
Yeah.
And we need a couple of glasses.
Yeah, because we're going to drink some of this, and I'm very excited about this.
This is good enough that at the elevated price tag, I was so thankful to get a bottle in the first place, thanks to Bill finding one for us. And then we found one locally, and I bought a backup. And at this price tag, that is staggering to buy a backup.
And I was with him when he bought it, so he didn't even have to ask for forgiveness because I was like, yes, please get it.
There's one back there on the cabinet. That's the backup bottle.
Oh.
And here's the regular bottle.
Wait, hide your face. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Where's it at?
There we go.
4-Gate Port Perry Perry.
We're so bad at this.
Come on, camera. 4-Gate Port Perry Perry.
Yes.
8 years aged rye, finished in Australian tawny port casks. 112.2 proof. This is what you want if you like proof and you like just syrupy, concentrated, dense, rich pours.
But also very well balanced, very nice to drink, because I don't like to have my face blown off. I like high proof, but I don't like to have my face blown off with the proof.
Right. This is what you want Midwinters to be. Midwinters is not this.
Wait, Derek Bird's in here?
What?
Wait, what?
You got to scroll back for that.
Hold up. Is this the same Derek Bird that I know?
Port Perry Perry. There we go. Maybe.
Wait. Derek, are you the same Derek that I know?
Are you the same Derek
Are
Bird?
you my Derek? My friend Derek? What?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh.
Good to see you in here.
Oh, we love Derek.
Thanks for joining
and
in.
And his wife. They're the best.
Yeah, Derek and Carrie are awesome. All right.
Oh, I love them.
I wish we could hang out more with them.
I know.
Oh.
I just saw him this week.
I know. I didn't get to hang out,
Be
though.
jealous.
Right.
Okay, Greg has the numbers here, by the way.
Right.
1 to 81.
All right, we're going to run these, and then we'll talk about Port Perry Perry. Let me pull my randomizer up. We've got 1 to 81. And we're going to use unique values.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
All right, so first winner, let me get this where you can see it. Number 51.
51. What do they win? Who are
they pick.
Oh, they get to pick.
They get to pick. 51, 33, and 8. Number 8 will get the end. Yes. So 51, 33, and 8. Greg can let us know who those 3 winners are, and we'll just start at the top. You get to pick what you want. Do you want 6 2-ounce samples, 12 1-ounce samples, or do you want the ZBiotics? And email us at stuffandwhiskey, stuffandwhiskey @gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
It's in the video description below if you just want to click on it and go straight to it. But winners, please email us. You will get your choice.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So 51, 33, and 8.
My friend is in the chat. I didn't know he was watching.
Greg says 51 is Sean P.
Sean P. Congrats, Sean.
You get the pick of the litter, as they say.
You get to pick the samples, or the ZBiotics.
Yep. Samples, or Z. Yeah.
That's a tough one because honestly, you guys, ZBiotics is amazing.
It is. Number 33 is, and then we're going to talk about 4-Gate Port Perry Perry.
Yeah.
We're done.
Oh, this is so good. So the thing I love about this is that it's dangerously easy to drink for the proof point it is.
Can you highlight? I'm not, but can you highlight Ben's comment because it's hilarious? Number 33 is Billiam. Awesome.
Billiam,
WJK. Winning. Awesome, man.
I'm getting Buzz Josh vibes.
Castle
Castle strength on the way.
I'm just happy.
He's not Buzz. I can tell when he's Buzz and he's not Buzz. But so if you guys don't get the joke, when we were doing our charity fundraiser back in October, Josh had a lot of fun.
Number 8's the Tool family.
Oh,
heck yeah.
Troy and Lisa. Yay.
Awesome. So we know how to contact Bill and Troy and Lisa.
Yeah.
We got them.
Yeah. So Sean contacted us. Email us. You get the first pick, so email us.
You do.
Josh had a lot of fun on that charity fundraiser. A lot of fun. He did not drink enough water. He did not stay hydrated like I was trying to suggest he did. And he kept saying cask strength as castle strength. And it was really funny. And I think it
happened once, but
it happened a couple times. He didn't realize it in the moment. And then I had to tell him about it. And then he's like, no, I didn't. And then he rewatched it.
Sean's in here. The 6th port.
Oh.
Yes, dude.
6 port.
Email us at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. That way I can put it together for you.
He's going to put it together for your palate. Yeah.
I'll find out what you like. Let us know what your 3 of your favorite pours you've ever had are. And then anything that you might have been wanting to try, we'll put something together for you.
Yeah. So here's the deal, you guys.
Real quick, can you highlight Bill's comment? It's important.
This one? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Bill says he's amazed and humbled by how many bottle samples he helped access, which were included tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill does so much for the channel. I mean, not only does Bill do a lot for our channel, Bill does a lot for WhiskeyTube in general.
Yep.
And then just
for sure.
It's separate and apart from all that, just to be able to call him a friend is amazing.
Bill and his wife are amazing.
Yep.
We know them. They are our friends and we love them. We love you guys.
Yep.
And I'm going to say something here. It is 9:57 Central Time. I will say that the live stream is officially over. However, Erin is feeling not as tired as she expected to, so we can hang out for a little bit longer.
Hang out for a little bit, maybe talk a little bit.
Just a little bit. But
let's take a sip of this and talk about it.
Oh, I've taken many sips.
I haven't even talked about it.
Well, you should get with the program.
I did say this was everything you want Midwinter's Night's Dram to be, if you like proof and oily, concentrated sweetness.
But it's oily, it's proofy, but it's balanced, and it's not going to blow your face off, which I like.
Man, oh man.
Top Dog.
It is so good.
Top Dog's going to bed.
JB Bourbon is here. What's up, man?
We will have a little bit of slight overtime, but it's going to be hangout overtime. Yeah. Hangout. There's no agenda. Chill. Josh loves an agenda, and I'm throwing that out the window.
We're done with the agenda.
Yeah.
We've covered it. That's our top 10 for the year. That's all our honorable mentions, our favorite things we tried, our biggest misses. Hopefully it's a fun live stream for you guys. Hopefully it's very rewatchable since we were actually talking whiskey the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And now we'll just kind of hang out here a little bit as we finish our pours.
Steven wants to know if we watched the World Cup finals.
No, we didn't. I heard it was wild. I heard it was really wild. I bet that the Bourbon Engineer did. Kim said that Port Perry Perry is awesome. They did choose to get a backup of Kelvin 4 over Port Perry Perry. And I will say that the original plan was for us to do a blind tonight of 1 ounce samples available versus allocated. And Kim, we were going to put some of your Kelvin 4 sample in that. And we also have a Kelvin 4. Oh, had like a beard hair stab me in the lip. That was wild and weird. I've never experienced that before.
Hold on. You have to finish your story because Greg has a very good comment.
I got stabbed. Okay. What happened? What was
Greg
I saying?
Says Josh likes the agenda, doesn't budget. Aaron likes chill, budgets. I understand the union. Yes. It's very true.
Jose says he wants a recount. That's valid.
Yeah. So there's a few minutes of extra time here. And yes, wait, we're still going. Yes, because Erin normally cuts us off by 10, which is in 1 minute. She's normally
hard out at 10, but I'm not working tomorrow.
Right. And I am working tomorrow, but I got a lot of sleep today. I took a nap. I slept in, so I'm good for a little bit.
I was in the bed till noon 30.
We're not
trying to feel better.
We're not going into massive overtime, but if you want to stay and hang, we'd love to. I want to be able to to hang out and chat with you guys because we've been
covering this.
We did talk a lot, and I was trying to make sure we hang out.
Real quick before we cap it, big thanks to ZBiotics.
Yeah, let's do an official end. So if you guys need to go and do your thing,
but we're gonna hang out. We want to talk about. We got the holidays coming up. We got some stuff we can talk about, guys. background channel stuff, background Patreon stuff. We can kind of let you guys in on some behind the scenes information. We can talk about some picks we've got on the books, some plans we have coming up. I'm going to be very vague about some of it, but we can tell you about the stuff we have concrete so far.
Okay.
Some pretty exciting stuff, some pretty new and interesting, never been done quite this way before type of stuff coming up as well. So with that said, we want to thank ZBiotics for sponsoring this.
Yes.
I'm doing this tonight under the weather with full assurity that I'm going to wake up in the morning still feeling like
under the weather, but just like regular.
I might be even better.
I'm
not saying that's ZBiotics. I'm just saying I know that ZBiotics is going to have me in the right spot
to get some sleep,
to get some good sleep, and to wake up feeling refreshed, because that's what it does. And New Year's is coming up. And if you want 15% off, put stuff in at the link in the video description below.
Our discount code stuff at checkout.
And I would highly recommend
don't just put stuff in. That sounds naughty.
Yeah.
Just use our discount code
Stuff and Whiskey After Dark now
at checkout.
Yeah. But yeah, they really are a great company. And like I said, we're giving away what we want because we believe in it enough that we're paying customers. Like, we want to be paying customers of theirs. So there you go. So thank them for sponsoring this. Thank you guys for being here. Let's talk about life. Okay. How are you guys doing? How you living?
Yeah. Michael wants to know, what bottle are we going to savor after Christmas dinner's cleaned up and it's time to relax and play with your presents? Well, hold up. We're going to be with my family, so we will not be drinking anything until we come home.
Aaron's family is a dry family, so we will not be savoring anything. But for New Year's,
when we come home, we will be here for New Year's.
This is a very Christmas season bottle as well.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty apropos. Is that the right word? It's very fitting for a year-end list to be the #1 bottle on that list.
Oh, wait. I didn't hide this current comment. I'm so sorry. Top Dog, you've been getting some extra airtime.
He doesn't mind.
No.
We are still going, though. He was right. What's everybody doing for the holidays? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you looking forward to it? Are you dreading it? We are going to your families and hanging out with a house full of people. Hopefully, luckily, I don't have anything crazy contagious, like bad.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'm on the mend by then. We've been having a lot of fun leading up to the holidays. We've been getting a lot of rest. That's been the most important thing.
Yep.
And then we've been doing with Joe Carter in the chat, we've been doing the Mommy Valley Whiskey Society Advent calendar, although we're a few days behind because I've been under the weather. So we got to catch up on that. And tomorrow night we have a Patreon live stream, a sample swap, where everybody gets teamed up with a swap partner.
Who did we swap with? Or
we were an odd number this month. Odd. Yeah. So we sat out, but Michael Connell sent us a flight. He also sent to Jason Casarella.
Oh, sweet.
And we're doing the same flight as him, but you're just swapping flights with partners, and we're having a ton of fun. That's for our Whiskey with Friends and up tiers, $20 and up. And that's a ton of fun.
It is fun.
I mean,
so we do those.
Not pitching it. You don't have to be a part of it. Right. You can enjoy the content here for free.
We do those once a month after the night after our live streams here on YouTube.
Yeah. Bill says the Army's coming to us and we can't wait. So that'll be good. That'll be good to have some family in town. Tim is saying, good night. My wife had knee replacement. Oh, it jumped. It jumped on us. What was he saying?
Hold on. Sorry. Where? Oh, I see. I've had knee replacement and she needs me. Yeah. Go help her.
Yep. Go take care of her, man. Roscoe says ready for a week off. I'm actually bummed because I'm off for Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. They all fall on the weekends. So that's a bit of a bummer. I don't get any extra days off, but I'm taking tomorrow off because I'm still not feeling well. So JB says holidays are so difficult with so many family get-togethers to attend. That is why they invented alcohol. That's fair.
Yeah. So my family lives out of state. Part of Josh's family lives here, and part of Josh's family lives out of state in another state. So we have to kind of pick and choose the holidays. So we're only with one family at a time, which is helpful because we don't have to try to see all the families in one day. Yeah. So
we pretty much we're with one family group for Thanksgiving, with another family group for Christmas. Yeah. You get what you get and you don't fuss a bit, family. Sorry. Dean says, I'm dreading Christmas. I think my wife is spending more money than I am on her
for presents. Yeah. Dude, so Josh and I are not very good at gift giving. Like, gifts is the lowest of both of our love languages, if you guys are into the 5 love languages.
When it's like these obligatory gifts. Yeah. When it's like a thoughtful gift,
Yeah.
that's super meaningful for
but
us.
it's like,
but
okay.
it's like we got to buy something for each other for Christmas. Nah, we'll just put an extra $100.
Yeah, we're just like,
let's
just, you get 100, I get 100, and that's Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And like, I'm totally fine with that.
Right. But when it's a thoughtful gift,
yeah.
Like if I surprise you with something that, like, honestly, it's something as simple as like I'm at the grocery store checking out and I see a candy that you like and I buy that for you.
That's the best kind of gift.
Or like Brian sent us a bottle of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof
So
B522.
thoughtful.
Like thoughtful stuff like that.
It's the thoughtful, like not expected stuff that
Yeah.
we're good at, but like the obligatory like gifts. So like for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
Day, early on when we started dating, we weren't even married. And I was like, I don't want you to feel pressure to get me a gift. Here's what I want to do. I want to eat pizza, drink wine, and watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we have done every Valentine's Day from then on. And that's perfect. Like that is our plan for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And I love it. It's great. So, and it helps because I am not good at giving gifts, like obligatory gifts.
Yeah. Also, this is worth noting because Top Dog said he's staying here in Tennessee for Christmas.
Oh, is he?
What's everybody doing for New Year's? That's coming up. Head note. That's not even a thing that people say.
What is that?
Heads up.
Side note.
I combine heads up and side note. During the following week leading up to Christmas, we'll have our regular release videos scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
The week between Christmas and New Year's, we're off. Sabbatical. No videos released. We'll be back after New Year's with all our regular content. We've already got content filmed out to February.
So all the content that you're seeing on our videos was filmed back in like September, October, I think. So we filmed a lot of stuff. So that way we could kind of take November and December off of filming and we could just do our live streams and our Patreon videos that we do every week.
Yeah. Mike said he's headed up to Kentucky to do the fill your own bottle at Angel's Envy in Heaven Hill. Oh, dude, try the Michters.
Yeah. Jose said it's 8 p.m. and his daughters are asleep. Let's go.
Let's go. Mike says for Christmas, he's cooking Eve and Day, keeping it simple, but having roast beast. Yeah.
Oh, we were just talking about
cooking
that.
Porchetta for the first time during Christmas, says Dean. That's awesome.
Wow.
Neil says low-key French toast with friends. I love that.
Oh, I have not had French toast in a hot minute.
And Eric just being the absolute amazing human and class act he is. Jewish says he's taking on-call shifts on Christmas so that his Christian counterparts can celebrate with their families.
Yeah. Eric works in the healthcare system, so that's very sweet of you.
Love that.
Thank you for doing that.
Love that.
Eric is a good human. If you guys don't know Eric David Gunderson, you should.
Yeah. He is a magnificent human being.
Yes.
Let's see.
JD said obligatory gifts are so difficult. Totally with you guys on that one.
It's the worst.
Yeah. Just let each other off the hook.
So for New Year's, we were talking about it. We're going to be with your family up until right before New Year's. And then we're going to come back. And then it's like, what do we want to do for New Year's? And it's honestly, this year has been the busiest year we've ever had. And it's been an amazing year. Like the channel has grown so much. We crossed 8,000 subscribers. I
have to show this.
It is. It is.
It is.
I would take that as a thoughtful gift. I would have to reciprocate something because, well, boy, I was about to say something that would get us demonetized real quick.
Yeah, let's not.
But Dean actually has the right idea. There you go. Just put it in a nice box.
Okay.
Everybody appreciates
Continue.
it. All right. So, what was I saying?
I don't know.
New Year's. We're just chilling. It's been a busy year, and we're looking forward to just chilling out. We're going to make some meatloaf.
We are.
Mashed potatoes.
Congratulations, Kim.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so excited.
I'm going to, raise this glass of Port Perry Perry.
Yes. Cheers to that.
Our whiskey of the year.
Engaged. So Josh asked, was like, what do we want to do this weekend or for New Year's weekend? New Year's Eve. And then he was like, wait a minute, didn't we get engaged on New Year's Eve? And I was like, yeah, we did. But we're just like
that's a good story.
We're just doing nothing. We're just chilling. Like that's.
If you guys care about a funny New Year or a funny proposal story, let me know. But in the meantime, I said I was going to say some behind the scenes stuff, and I don't want to tease that out and not say anything.
Wait, what did I say, Greg? What did I say that was awesome?
There's no telling. You say awesome stuff all the time.
Oh, you're very nice.
And Bill says quality time, love language. That is our love language.
Quality time is both of our love language,
our number one love languages.
Which is super helpful.
Yeah. All right. So behind the scenes stuff. We already talked about the Blue Note Uncut pick coming out.
Yes, that is the trifecta.
Yes. With in conjunction with Jason and Scott over at Mash and Journey, but it's our first pick that they're facilitating. So they're releasing it to our Patreon community first. Those bottles will go, and then whatever's left will go to their Patreon community. $45 a bottle through shared pour. You could order multiples. There's not a limit or anything this time because we want our people to be able to get as many as they can get, as many as they want to get, at least not as many as they can, but as many as they want. And so,
you see that?
The what? Oh, we will do that. So we got some stuff coming up in May. We got all kinds of stuff. So first up is January the 6th, the Blue Note Uncut Pick. If you want to get in on it, join us over on Patreon, $3 a month at the minimum. Join our online community, hop over on Discord. I promise it's worth it. As far as Discord goes.
The Discord is fun,
yeah.
I will say, and I'm not much for I'm not on there a ton.
Yeah.
But I'm on there more than I'm on anything.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun, and everyone's very cool. And you started a meme. What is it called? Is it called a channel?
Memes and things, yeah.
Yeah,
the little chat channel.
Meme channel, which I love.
Yeah.
So I'm on that one.
JB says he's popping his Port Peri Peri on Christmas, and Top Dog said he's gifting everyone his opinion on Christmas. Hope they enjoy. I can't imagine they wouldn't. Why would they not enjoy that?
John, your opinions are awesome. I love hearing your opinions on everything.
I know. We're looking forward to hanging with you guys again soon.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Mm-hmm. Second thing potentially on the radar is
what? What are you gonna say? I don't know. Oh, did I know about this? Have you told me this and I just forgot? I found North. It's fine. It's found North, guys. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Mm-hmm.
Separate and apart, or maybe related to that, we're working on some picks. Let's move on.
Can I ask you, did you tell me about this and I forgot, or have you not told me about this?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Also, Starlight. So we're working on some things. We're working on some things. Also, in addition to that, which is a conjunction thing, we're also working on some other partnerships that are very exciting, that involve some charity efforts with barrel picks that could lead to what we will call, I don't want to say too much here, but it's essentially a subscription service model that would benefit charity and get you some very good whiskey. Yeah. And we're working on that. We don't know if it's going to come to fruition. It's in the early stages. Right. It's very exciting for everybody involved, and it's going to benefit 3 different charities, breast cancer, mental health, and we yet to be determined on the third. We will lock that down, but probably something in the military sector. Those are all 3 very important causes. So we want to, we're working on it, on it. We got some big stuff coming if it comes to fruition. If it doesn't, you'll never hear anything else about it. But
this is it.
That's a little sneak peek of what's going on behind the scenes. And then what else? Channel-wise, Patreon-wise, we're just going to keep on plugging along. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Yeah. We're chilling out for New Year's. We're going to rest up. We're going to gear up for the next year of content.
Yep. We've already got 2023 kind of
mapped
out, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Good times.
Bill says he's cracking some big stuff.
What?
William LaRue Weller and Pappy Van Winkle 23 for Christmas. That's going to be fantastic. He's going to have Mark in town.
We have a Pappy 23 that's coming up. It's going to come up in a blind, right?
At some point, you will see Pappy 23 in a blind, and you will see, and Bill's keeping us on this, and you will see Pappy 23 in a flight.
Yeah.
May.
Hold on, wait, real quick. About the Pappy 23
events. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say,
go ahead.
We got to try it, and I liked it because I knew it was Pappy 23, and I'm being honest. There was something kind of reminiscent about a wheated bourbon to me with that.
It is a wheated bourbon.
I know, but you know how if you guys watch the channel, there's like this funk I get with wheaters that I don't love. And so I knew it was a Pappy 23, so I was like, this is pretty good, but I don't know if I would love this blind. So I was like, Josh, can we please try this blind? Because I want to know for sure if I like it because I like it or if I liked it because it was a Pappy.
Yeah.
So,
and we should say this is all thanks to
Kim and Mark Schwartz. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. 100%.
This is Kim's birthday bottle that she got thanks to Mark's brother working in the restaurant industry or something, being able to get them a bottle. They got Kim a bottle for a big milestone birthday. She cracked it open, shared it with everybody. They came into town. They shared it with us. They graciously gifted us a sample.
They're so kind.
And 2 samples, rather.
Yeah.
One for a blind flight that you will see at some point in time, which will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then another one for our blind sample pool.
I'm excited for it to come up because
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say about it.
We'll see.
And
we'll see.
My fear.
Jose, see you, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Merry
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy holidays, Jose.
Yep.
My fear is that, if I'm being honest, my fear is that I'm going to bash it.
Oh.
And people are going to hate me in the comments. And I'm an Enneagram 9, and that is like one of my biggest fears in life, is that people won't like me.
Pappy versus Fighting Cock. That would be funny, because Fighting Cock was we do these coordinated blind flight nights with our Patreon community, and we sent out a flight that had Blue Run, High Rye, Belmead Reserve, Nelson Brothers Reserve, Smoke Wagon, Uncut, Unfiltered, and Fighting Cock. And Fighting Cock, for half of the people, won the flight.
Yep.
It was a blast.
It was crazy.
It was a blast. And for almost everyone else, Nelson Brothers Reserve won the flight. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
That Nelson Brothers Reserve almost made the flight. Let's talk about events coming up in 2023.
May, yeah.
Bill is keeping us honest.
We got May.
March, Whiskey Weekend is happening. They have changed the billing around a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's all VIP tickets only. It does look like we're still going to be there and be a part of those goings on. And we very much look forward to that. We can't wait to hang out with Mark and Kim again, hang out with Will and Grease. It's going to be honest. It's
going to be honest.
I just saw Kim's comment that said, I would never hate you for being honest. It's going to be awesome. It'll also be honest. It'll be a good, honest time. Yeah. It'll be an honestly good time.
Yeah.
This is the Castle Strength thing. But it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
In May, we're going to have a Stuff and Whiskey hangout in Illinois, in the burbs of Chicago.
The Chicago burbs.
Yep. Lake Zurich area, Northwest, I believe. And it's going to be at Copper Fiddle in May.
We don't know what time yet.
It'll probably be like 1 to 4.
Okay. That's not been solidified.
I'm sorry, I'm getting very congested.
That's not been solidified yet, but that's
I'm literally not drunk. I'm just so congested I can't speak.
Do you need to go blow your nose?
I really do.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be right back. You handle the comments. Okay. I'm getting really stuffed up.
Okay. Go handle it. And also, I'm just letting you know, I've got about 10 minutes in me, and then I'm out.
That's what she says to me all the time.
So we'll be in Chicago in May around, is it the 20th, Josh?
Yep.
May 20th. And we will fine tune the times for sure. But that will be a hangout. Northwest suburbs, afternoon, Bill says. And we'll kind of, as we get solidified times, we'll let you guys know. If you guys are in the area and want to stop by, we would love to meet you in person. We've gotten to meet so many people in person, and I love it. It's so cool. Because I can put like names and faces together. I'm horrible unless I can see a name and like have a name and a face. So let's meet in person.
Yeah. It'll be a good time. No cost. Just show
up, hang out.
Just show up, hang out. That's it. We'll be there for probably 3-4 hours just hanging out. They've got a bar situation. They do have their own craft bourbon, rye, gin, other things. They also have cocktails. That's probably what we'll be on, but we'll see. We'll see. Bill's right. It is also my birthday. Mm-hmm. That is my actual 40th birthday.
Yes, it will be Josh's 40th birthday.
Yep.
And the day before will be Eric David Gunderson's anniversary of his 40th birthday. And we will be celebrating Eric's birthday as well.
Yes, we will be. So that'll be a good time. We're really looking forward to it. And we also have some other events coming up in the year that we'll be attending, and we will talk to you guys about those as they come down the pipeline.
Yep.
But May 20th in Chicagoland area is going to be the big one. We're really looking forward to it. And then we're going to have a birthday live stream the next day. And it will also be technically the 2-year anniversary of the channel as well.
Oh.
Technically, the 2-year anniversary of the channel is April 29th or 22nd. If you count our blooper video, it's the 22nd.
Account.
But the first real whiskey video release was April 29th. Okay. We usually live stream before that, though, kind of mid-month. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting. So, yeah, we'll see. Greg says, will there be deep dishes? They don't have food there. They just have drinks.
Yeah.
So
have to get food afterwards.
Yeah, food is an after item.
After party.
Yeah, after party for food. So it's gonna be a good time. We're really looking forward to it. I'm just really looking forward to next year with the channel in general.
Yeah.
Like I think we've
kind of found a
groove.
We found our groove. We've honed in like our filming process. We've honed in even like what we say on our videos and how much we talk and all of that. So the video editing has gotten easier for you. Our filming has gotten shorter because there's less fluff. So it's been more fun, which I love. So it's been great. And so 2023, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Our content is honed in. We're dialed in. I absolutely love the wild card stuff. Are you guys liking that?
Dude,
like the international stuff?
Yeah. Let us know.
I'm
If you're not, that's totally fine. But we will keep doing it off camera then, because I have loved finding out some of these, specifically the Indian single malt whiskeys that I'm loving lately. I've been loving finding out some just kind of new outside of the box spirits that have broadened my horizons. We were talking the other day about like if I had my own little section in our home of like my collection, what would be in there? And we would definitely have some Amroot in there for sure. Actually, more scotches than anything. More scotches than bourbon.
For you, probably.
For me, in this collection, like in
you think more scotches than ryes?
Yeah.
She's a Scotch girl.
Yeah, I really like Scotch, and I would never have known that had we not started trying this. And thank you to Eric for opening our horizons to all the different like international stuff.
Eric, Bill, Brian, like people gave us samples of stuff, and I knew I liked Scotch, but I always gravitated towards bourbon because I'm more frugal, and you can get a really good bourbon for $30, $30-$40, and it feels difficult to get Scotch for that.
Seems like people are liking the wild cards. Yeah. Steven says love it. Greg says love it.
No, yours will pop up, Steven. That's the problem with the random. We just can't control it.
Yeah, the randomization of the blinds is like we just put stuff in a box and then it's the luck of the draw.
Yeah. Hey, Kate Davidson is here. What's up, Kate? Good to see you.
Scotch is tasty.
Yeah. Just go ahead and highlight her comment so we can see her avatar a little bit bigger. Look at that face. How does that not bring you joy every time you see it?
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah. Greg said would enjoy seeing wine content as well. But that's
interesting.
Harder considering everything else and the blind is distilled.
Yeah. And it doesn't keep. We could do some wine content at some point in time. Also, when you open a bottle of wine, you gotta can't keep it for very long.
You gotta drink it pretty quickly.
I will say we have a bottle of wine. So for your 40th birthday, pardon me, my camera took us to the British Virgin Islands to shoot some interior and exterior architectural photography for a resort.
A resort, like they manage private homes that you can rent when you go to the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. Like a
villas,
like a property management company
that
manages these villas that are owned by people, but then these people hire this property management company to rent them out to tourists when they come visit the Virgin Islands.
And from a friend of Erin's who decided in her 30s she was going to leave this life and go down there and manage a group of villas, super smart. And then they wanted us to come down and take photos of these to help market them and everything. So that took us down there for Erin's 40th birthday. And then we kind of got a vacation out of it as well. Yep. And then on our way back.
And I got to see my friend who I hadn't seen in a couple of years.
Yeah, because she moved to Paradise.
Yeah.
And then on the way back through, coming back home, we stopped in Puerto Rico and we ate at a place called Marmalade.
Oh my gosh.
And first off,
it was so good.
It was like a multi-course dinner. It was so good. And then they had a wine there that was bourbon barrel aged.
We did like the drink pairings. It was like a coursed meal with drink pairings if you wanted the drink pairings, and we got them. Yeah.
And it was unreal good.
So good.
The food was good, the wine was good, and then we were actually like, we love this. Like, we like wine, but we don't nerd out on wine we do whiskey.
We don't know enough about wine, I think, to know what we're tasting. We just know we like it. Which is kind of how I am about whiskey, to be honest.
Yeah. And then that wine was so good. So we bought a bottle, brought it back home, and it's here in our wine fridge. And we have it now a year later.
We were
and
going to open it
for some special occasion.
For my next birthday, my 41st birthday, which has already happened.
But we went out.
We completely forgot about it. So we'll have to open it.
So John has an interesting point. He says you should each bring your own pick to the table for a head-to-head and fight to convince each other to pick the ultimate winner. That could be fun. You're less nerdy, so that could be tough.
Yeah, because I feel like I just bring rare breed. Like I
can't bring it every time.
I'd be so predictable. You guys, I'm the most consistent, predictable person you'll ever meet. Like it's boring. I'm so boring.
JB says he'd be down to add tequila or wine content if it goes in a barrel. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It's been a long
William
time.
says Aaron loves wine. Aaron does love wine. Aaron doesn't know anything about wine, but I love to drink it.
So we do have a few rums in our international sipping spirit pool,
which I have. When I taste them blind, I have not tended to like the rums we have tasted thus far.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to me because I would not have thought that about myself.
Well, we haven't had any like lower proof, really sweet ones. We've had powerhouse dark molasses ones.
Yeah.
But we don't have any reposado or añejo or extra añejo tequila.
We don't have tequila in there at all, do we?
No. And we should, because sipping tequila is very good. Mm-hmm. So that's something that we need to hopefully rectify in the blind sample pool. Yep. So,
all right, I got 3 minutes and I'm out.
All right. Well, I think we can go ahead and
start wrapping it up because you're a long good buyer.
I will say we got 100 people here still.
Yeah,
which
thank
is
you guys.
Unreal.
97.
Well, 97 now that I pointed it out. But if you could on your way out, if you could hit the like button, that would help a lot to push us out to some other people. It would be a huge help.
Yeah, thank you. If you do that.
Check out ZBiotics. We believe in them so much. We're customers, and we're giving away the stuff. We're giving away the stuff they send us for free because we want to pay for it ourselves to keep us clear and like just.
Well, and I think it's worth it. We want to pay it forward because we believe in it. So we're going to buy it for us, and then we want to make sure you guys get a chance to try some too.
Yep.
So get some.
Yep.
If you want to buy some for yourself, you can use our code STUFF at checkout to get 15% off.
Yeah, and we honestly cannot thank you guys enough. Like. We say it all the time, but we say it because we mean it, that we feel lucky to be able to be a part of this channel with you guys, even though it's our channel and we're the ones on the screen.
It wouldn't exist without y'all.
It wouldn't. It really wouldn't, because we can drink together
by ourselves. Yeah.
But we feel like the blind tasting format we do brings some value to the space, and we want to be able to do what we do, and we can't do it without you guys, without your support.
Yep.
And we just appreciate the heck out of you guys so much. We will be back with the next live stream on January the 15th, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. We have Whiskey Wishing Well sent us a blind flight that he also sent Nimrax, who is in the chat a lot, and we're going to be doing a blind flight together with him. We'll work out the details, but we're doing a flight together with him. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'll also say, I know that also on Sunday nights, overlapping our time slot, like we both start at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, Livewire Whiskey is on. So if somebody can drop a link in the chat to Livewire Whiskey, and anybody who's looking to stay up and have some drinks, head over to Livewire, check them out. We definitely should be, pushing them. They're doing good stuff over there. It's a good VPub, virtual pub hangout. Bunch of good people. A lot of the people you see in chat are over there. So check out Livewire. Somebody can drop the link to that chat over there. What else?
I don't know.
We hope you guys have a really Merry Christmas.
I just got real tired.
So really Happy New Year.
Yeah, I guess
an amazing Hanukkah.
We won't talk to you guys before then. So
Well, if you're on Patreon, we will. But if you're not, we will see you in the new year. Yeah.
Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, like Happy Holidays, all of the things. Yeah. And then let's hang out again in January.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We got an awesome year ahead of us. So love you guys. Appreciate the heck out of you so much.
Yep.
We're going to raise this glass to you
tonight. Mine's almost empty. Cheers.
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 Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Bye.
See ya.